Prime one, that's him. Sky, thought you thought, but I wasn't born yesterday. All I do is ball. You goofies underestimate. Heavyweight bag, step on your weight class. I done moved across states, blood I can't cap. Strap with it on my pivot, clocking digits. Rock hard and I ain't even in the kitchen. I'm on a mission to move soft, make a thing flip like a moonsault. Keep a switch for everybody through salt. Face froze, somebody check dude pulse. Is you stepping or stepped on? Wake the game up, make them regret I was slept on. Bogey's world, welcome to a new dawn. Till I move up, I can never move on. Big bread got me bougie past the great poop on. I'm getting over while you busy fighting over croutons. Yeah, bogeyism, a true Bogart, gon' get it. All this water got me tripping. Hella fish scale, but I ain't fishing. See, I move with precision. When it comes to living, I'm the definition. If I stand for one thing, it's on business. Bogeyism, it just hit different. Yeah, it just hit different. You find my story is all non-fiction. I put my fan before me and I gotta mention. I keep an air phantom mob of henchmen. For you squares, option for opposition. And you ops, I get popped trying to stop my ascension. Talking generational, you got my attention. Underworld motivational, you feel the sensation. Try to see how I look, get booked, I'll take it. I was just a cook, all it took was some patience. Now my phone out the hook, I got hella deals waiting. You ain't really made it unless you got somebody hating. Bogey's world, welcome to a new dawn. Till I move up, I can never move on. Big bread got me bougie past the great poop on. Getting over while you busy fighting over croutons. Yeah, bogeyism, a true Bogart, gon' get it. All this water got me tripping. Hella fish scale, but I ain't fishing. See, I move with precision. When it comes to living, I'm the definition. If I stand for one thing, it's on business. Bogeyism, it just hit different. Yeah.
Talk about it.
What's up? What's
your
up?
Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Mic check. Bogey. Your mic.
Yeah, that probably would help, right? You know what I'm saying? That was the test right out the gate. You passed with flying colors. Let's try this again. Hit me with that spinning woo-wop again. And you have now tuned into another live edition, a Friday edition of Away Your Gamer. Yes.
Yes, sir.
How you guys doing? Happy Friday to y'all.
Happy Friday,
Happy
big
Friday.
bruh. Yes, sir.
We obviously know the weather's heating up because we can hear the Catman's fan periodically. Hey, you know, it's a wonderful time of year because, you know, we're on the precipice of the redraft season in full effect. You know what I mean? That means the summer's here. You know what I mean? That means, you know, ladies in the summer dresses. You know what I mean? Dudes is out there trying to get fly for said ladies in them summer dresses. You know what I mean?
Summer dresses, boy.
Summer dresses, whatever floats your boat. You know what I'm saying? We here to usher in the seasons because we all season long, all 4 seasons. You know what I'm saying? I am joined with the panel of savages. My man, the Catman Kidder, the ear to the streets himself, our guy Lee. We got Heart to Star Guccini
fella
in the building. I am Bogart Scott Free. We do have a special guest this morning, our man Crook. You know what I mean? He's increasingly becoming a crowd favorite, and we definitely appreciate him every time he comes to rock. So, you know what I mean? He'll be joining us soon. And shout out to our proud sponsor and our man Neon Peacock. Check out neonpeacockmerch.com. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
NeonPeacockMerch.com, baby.
Let's run through the chat, man. Shout out to everybody that's in this motherfucking, man. We appreciate everybody for pulling up on us and, you know, starting your day with us 100%. Shout out to Emily in the building.
Yeah, baby, Canada, stand up. Happy Friday, brother.
Come on now. We got the icon fella in the building.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I am the silent champion. Tell the people.
Come on now. Generational wealth, stand the fuck up.
Let's go.
We got my dog Josh R in the building, aka the champ, one of Minnesota's finest. What's up, champ?
What's up, champ? In the building.
That's my dog right there, man. We got Smokey the cat in the building, top of the morning.
Smokey the cat in the building, man. Light up.
We got Stay Tuned Live in the building, top of the morning, big bruh.
Vallejo, stand up.
Man, we got Mr. Magic in the building. Hey, yo!
Voila!
Come on.
Abracadabra, right before your eyes.
Hey, Mr. Magic said, where do y'all see Rashee Rice finishing in PPR this year?
I think his ceiling, if he starts week 1, he could hit for 100 grabs, but I don't think the yardage will be crazy. He might hit for a thou wow and 100 in a perfect scenario. And like we've seen him be a red zone look, and we've seen him be able to take a 40-yard, you know, a 40-yard a short pass. I mean, a short pass and go 40 yards with it to the house. We've seen him do that. So I do like Rice a lot. You got some speed on the outsides now with bringing back Hollywood. And if you get Hollywood week 1, now you got Hollywood and Xavier Worthy to take the top off. That middle of the field is wide open for our guys, Rice and old man Kelsey.
100%. Hey, if you want to, Mr. Magic Man, go to the Heart to Start page. Look at the wide receivers video I dropped about 3 weeks ago. They definitely give you some insight on Rashee. 100%.
Yeah.
A shameless plug.
Yeah, it's a great watch.
Hey, Jimmo said cheers, y'all. 100% Jimmo. Cheers, big bro.
Cheers,
Happy Friday, y'all. We got Mr. He's on fire in the building.
What's up, Brandon?
Come on now. I've seen a lot of channels and Locked On Sports seems kind of ass. Rashee Rice gets 0 PPR because he's going to be in the pinta. I told you, Brandon, to come in this motherfucker on fire. He don't even be heating
I'm about to start calling him the
arsonist,
man. He's the Human Torch.
Come on now. How you feeling today, Lee?
I'm feeling flying fine.
Come on now, talk about it. Is you ready to take him to the streets, big bro?
Let's go.
He's ready to go down and under the streets.
Well, let's get it, man.
Good morning, and happy Freaky Friday.
Yeah,
Freaky Friday.
Blup, blup, blup.
Well,
you almost ran out of gas right out the gate.
Yeah.
Dude.
Well, Cincinnati is targeting the 28-29 for hosting the NFL draft.
Cool.
They gonna sell enough TVs that weekend for sure.
Mhm. They're
It's
going
gonna be the biggest garage sale we've ever seen.
they're going to be burrowing down.
I mean, they got. Hey, look, you're gonna see Chase out there. There's gonna be a whole thing of car washes just to help pay Chase's contract.
Yeah.
Come on now, topless.
Hey, Higgins is out there too. He's selling TVs. You know what I mean? Higgins is like, listen, that's the only way I can get my money.
Come on now.
Yeah.
You know
Who was
what I
that?
mean?
Paul Brown?
Yeah. I bless you.
You know what they have over there? I think it's called Sky Spaghetti. Have you guys ever heard of that?
It's a food?
Or it's like Sky Chili, but it's spaghetti.
chili, yeah.
This is like their signature over there in Cincy.
Oh.
It's spaghetti, and they put like a sweet chili over it. So it's like chili, you know, like with the beef and beans.
Yeah,
But
that
it's
doesn't
Oh.
like a
Cincinnati.
sweet chili. You know what I mean?
Oh, it come with the beans. It's just not the like
It's
Texas
like
chili
it's their
with no
version of
beans.
spaghetti. They take the spaghetti noodles and they put the chili,
Put chili.
over it.
Yeah.
So the chili got beans in it, you said. 'Cause
Yeah,
you know,
it's,
people make
beans.
chili
It's like
without
regular
beans.
chili, but it's over the spaghetti noodles, and then it's like a sweet chili.
Yeah, because some people make chili without beans.
Yeah. Well, actually, I don't know if the beans is in it. You might got me there but I know it's a chili because yeah, you're right. This is correct. There is chili without beans.
Mhm.
Yeah, it could be, but yeah, supposedly that's like their thing over there.
Stay tuned live said, ear to the street, salute.
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 Titans gonna give the Chiefs some Rashi ribs.
Rizzy.
We got Albert in the building, top of the morning,
What up,
Albert.
Albert.
Well, the NFL owners plan to discuss a resolution to allow the NFL players to participate in flag football in the 2028 Olympics at the owners' meeting this coming week.
Ooh.
Let's go.
So and then this would be during the summer.
Yes, sir.
So
All the
it
way
would
to
be-
August.
It would definitely does anybody know when I guess it's all summer long, right? How long is the Olympics?
It's like
usually
June
about
to
6
August.
weeks.
June
It's
to
like
August.
June
So
to the-
I would
to the
imagine
middle
it
of
would be
August, yeah.
the earliest as possible. So probably one of the first events, right?
Yeah. Yep, they'd have to do that.
Where does anybody know that where that Olympics is going to be?
It's in LA.
Oh,
It's
so
in
they're
LA.
going to be
Yeah.
able to do this.
It's all in
Yeah.
California.
Yeah.
They're going to be in They're going to be in Americana soil, and then
But-
I mean, what? I mean, the NBA. If you can't get a Finals MVP while you're a player, what's the next best thing? Finals MVP, Finals ring, championship.
Gold ring.
What's the next
Get a
best thing?
champion.
Have a
Gold
game,
ring.
get gold, right?
Yeah, gold medal. Excuse me. My bad, y'all.
Yeah, right?
Well, same thing.
So like the
Right,
football
right.
players, they're gonna want to do this. I mean, imagine players that are
But it-
retired or maybe.
But it's
they
better.
weren't
It's
like-
better flag football players than NFL because it's a different game.
Yeah,
It's different rules and shit to that flag football shit. It's dudes out there like because they've been having world games and shit like that, and the women play that shit too, bro. We've been talking about that shit on the weekend
Yeah.
wrap up, bro. I can't wait for this shit.
this is kind of badass. I ain't gonna lie.
Brandon said,
Brandon's
Brandon,
gonna be in it. Let's go.
hey, Bogey. Brandon said Trevor Lawrence announced he'll only be playing flag football from now on.
That's funny.
Hey, look, it's easier to snatch up that wig, bro, when you don't got a helmet on it, bro.
Oh my
They're gonna snatch that wig smooth off his head like it's a flag.
Pretty boy Floyd, he ain't got to get touched. He gonna be all world flag quarterback,
he's
bro.
gonna be he only comes out every 4 years, huh, for the summer games.
Oh my goodness.
Trevor Lawrence, baby. It's just like Phillip Rivers should have been a shot putter.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Phillip Rivers
But-
would have been a gold medalist shot putter the way he threw the ball.
Come
I
on
do
now.
have some 49er faithful news.
Talk about it. I hope it's good news.
Yeah, I got some. Well, the 49ers are rumored to possibly be in the NFC West version of Hard Knocks.
For real?
That would surprise me
Oh
because
wow.
Shanahan usually denies all kind of access like that.
Well, we got our own thing. So we got Brick by Brick on our own channel, on the Niners channel.
Okay, yeah. I
Mhm.
guess
You remember Brick by Brick for the 22 season, and I want to say the 23 or maybe the 21 and 22. You just got to go on the Niners channel.
Yeah.
It goes through the whole motherfucking off season though. 100%.
Well,
Okay,
also-
I didn't know it was through the whole offseason. Okay, yeah.
On
you know
everything.
what?
I
So we
want to
already
say
got
it
our own gig.
was either for the 22 and the 23 season or the 21 and 22 season.
You know the footage in Hard Knocks for the Rams when it was Sean McVay's rookie head coach here, 2017. They did Hard Knocks. A couple of years later, or the next season, they get into the Super Bowl, and they're playing against the Patriots, right? In the preparation, they had what's my man, the Jewish guy, Brian Hoyer. They had Brian Hoyer playing the role of Jared Goff in preparation, and they had him watching all kind of everything under the sun as far as film was concerned. And
that was the 13-9 game. Was that the 13-9 game you talking about?
Yeah.
13-6.
Yeah, that's right. They kicked 3 field goals, and in that game. Oh no, they might not even kick 3 field goals. They might only put up 3 points in that Super Bowl.
I think it was 3.
It was a low scoring game for sure.
Yeah, and the only touchdown scored was this a Sony Michel rushing touchdown, and then there was like 2 field goals.
And Brandon Cooks got knocked out early that game, I think too. He was on the Rams.
Brandon Cooks, that was the 2017 season year because Patriots went 3 years in a row. They went 2 years in a row. No, 3 years in a row. They went 16, 17, and 18. So
and
18
lost to the Eagles.
Rams, but they had Brian Hoyer. So Brian Hoyer found this footage from Hard Knocks where it's McVay. He's talking to Goffel. And, Goffel is so Goffel at this point. He's like, listen, don't change the play. If, you know what I mean? If unless I tell you, like, he wasn't allowing him the audible shit. Because his understanding of the playbook was so limited. So he says, so they realized, oh my God, he gets told the play, then they cut the communication off. He doesn't know what the fuck to do after that. So then Belichick's like, got it. They had changed the look. They wait till the clock goes down, change the look, then he snaps the ball. He don't know what the fuck to do.
Wow.
And then it's a copycat league, right? 2019 season comes around. That's the only season Sean McVay didn't get into the playoffs. And that was the last season. He was like, okay, I'm kind of done with Goffel. And then they went one more year with them. Remember, they were even switching them out for the Wolford. Remember Wolford?
Oh, yeah.
And then Wolford gets hurt, and then Jared Goff comes back in the playoff game. They started the playoff game with Wolford, John Wolford.
Oh, right. Yeah, that dude sounds
familiar. This is how much he had a disdain for Goff already. And then they moved on from Goff the following year and win the Super Bowl with fucking Stafford. But
that's crazy.
My point is like, that Hard Knock shit, you know what I mean? You might not want it out there.
Yeah. Well, the 49ers strength of schedule of 0.415 is the easiest of any team since the 2015 Falcons.
Yeah.
You know who was the offensive coordinator that year?
Shanahan.
Yeah, and guess what? Matt Ryan dumbass was
the fucking MVP.
Oh no, it was the 2016 year. Never mind. That was the first year though. That was the first year with Shanahan.
Yeah. Well, the 49ers offensive coordinator.
I might be wrong about that one.
No, I was wrong about it. Was the 2016 year was the MVP year, but Shanahan was there.
Yeah, he definitely was. That was a I want to say it was a Super Bowl year that he was the MVP.
That was the dab year. Yeah. That was the Carolina Broncos year. But then, that was the first. And matter of fact,
Cam was the MVP of the dab year.
Yeah. But that was the so. What he's saying, but this is why I'm mistaking the years, but what he is saying is that was the easiest schedule since then.
Yeah,
but
since then.
Yeah, Shanahan was the OC, but it wasn't the MVP year until the next year.
Well, Clint Kubiak believes that the former Patriots quarterback Mac Jones can still be an NFL starter.
But why is Clint? Are you sure it wasn't Clay Kubiak saying?
No,
that?
It says Clint.
Clint is over there with Seattle. I don't know why the fuck he was saying.
Yeah, it's one of the younger ones that we got.
We have Clay
we got one of the younger ones
as our OC, the other brother.
Yeah.
And as for your 49ers, offensive tackle DJ Humphrey have not agreed to terms despite reported that they have a deal.
And that's been like for 2 weeks that they said we signed him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my mama, we got Candlestick in the building. Candlestick said no. Oh, I'm talking about the fucking Hard Knock shit.
Right?
Well, coming out this morning.
Hey, shout out to my brother.
Coming out this morning, the Steelers supposedly had an agreement with Chris Olave, but the Saints shut it down very fast. They're not interested in trading him.
Okay, so this morning we wake up with news that potentially the Steelers are interested in Olave, and now the Saints shut that
about
down.
a half an hour to 45 minutes later, it was shut on down.
I mean, why would they trade Olave away if they have a young QB, quote unquote, right? Like you gotta kind of see. You spent a second round pick on Tyler Shook
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
you know what I mean. At least put some weapons around and keep the whatever weapons you have right now. I mean, they brought in Brandon Cooks and who else did they bring in?
Oh.
Yeah, I forget, but yeah, good for them.
Well, prior to retiring, Derek Carr gauged the market with his camp, reaching out to at least 3 teams that were in need of a quarterback. No talks were ever reached a serious level, though.
I'm gonna be real. I remember exactly what I said when he was being traded from the Raiders to the Saints, and no one knew where he was going to go. I said the only one that's probably going to be interested in him is someone that had him before, and that was the Saints because they had Dennis Allen over there. So it's like, and there's no one in any notable position right now that's dealt with Derek Carr that I think would want to bring him in. Honestly,
Yeah. But
like unless Dennis Allen has some sway and they're like, hey, let's bring in Derek Carr to back up Caleb Williams. But Derek Carr is absolutely done as a starter.
Yeah,
Like that was
retired.
Yeah. Well, we discussed Derrick Henry getting a new 2-year, $30 million contract and 25 guaranteed. Well, coming out, they say Derrick Henry spends about $250K yearly on diet just to stay in great football
You
shape.
know what's crazy? It's not just the diet; so his whole physical
It's his
training
physical
and
physique,
physical
yeah.
therapy. Last 2 years ago, it was like 150. Now he's spending $250,000. And he got the bag though. You know what I mean? And I love hearing this for all our Derrick Henry shares in Dynasty because we don't ever want to sell him because we're not going to get what we want from him because we know what he's worth, and people don't want to buy him for what we want to sell him for because he's old. But it's like it's better just to have him in that instance, right? And we like this, man. Keep putting that money into that body and keep hit for 20 McNuggets, bro. Let's go.
Well, former second overall pick quarterback Robert Griffin III is debating about coming out of retirement and returning to the NFL.
Man, Robert Griffin's an Uncle Tom. I'm gonna say it. That motherfucker's an Uncle Tom, bro.
Well, Raiders Charles Woodson is set to purchase a 0.1% of the Cleveland Browns from the Haslam family.
That's cool.
Yep.
That's cool. But 0.1, what the fuck is that? Like, what does that even give you any say?
All I know is
Browns man, go buy a piece of the Bengals, goddammit. They need
go
money.
To do the same thing as Brady does. He has to drop a lot of the name rights and stuff like that. Because remember what
Raiders, he bought like he's a, what do they call that?
He's a minority owner, right?
Owner,
but he had to sign off that he wouldn't talk about them and stuff like that. I guess he's the. Well, the Buffalo Bills are favored to win all 17 of their games this coming season.
I'll take the under.
Yeah.
I'll take the under on 17.
Yeah. Well, a trade involving Jalen Ramsey would potentially be announced in June, even if a trade is agreed to upon beforehand.
I like the Raiders as a landing spot.
Mm-hmm.
Seems realistic.
You see all this drama about Caleb Williams?
Huh?
You see all this shit about Caleb Williams? Caleb. Little pussy ass Caleb. Well, I guess Caleb Williams and his family consulted with lawyers before the 2024 draft to figure out a way to avoid being drafted by Chicago first overall. He was willing to go to the UFL.
The UFL still exists?
Yep.
That was all a play, bro.
Yeah. And then Caleb Williams' dad comes out and says Chicago is the place where quarterbacks go to die.
But see, what quarterbacks actually go there to die? I mean, like the ones that just never work out. Like no one chooses to go die in Chicago. They just don't work out there.
They just don't work out. Well, there's growing
His dad, shut the fuck up.
Well, there is growing belief that the Browns will initially start a veteran quarterback. Then after their bye, they will turn the keys over to rookie Shedeur Sanders or Dylan Gabriel.
I mean, they might as well just tell us every single play they're going to run too, because they don't matter. They're the Browns. They can tell us every single move. It'll never work.
Well, as Jackson Dart reportedly has several people within the Giants organization believing he has the talent to be the Giants starting quarterback this season.
You know who doesn't believe it?
Who?
Russell Wilson, man.
Yes, exactly.
Russell Wilson in his mind is already the starter. Even when, you know what I mean? He might not even be suited up. Remember, he would be suited up. He wouldn't even. He was the emergency guy. Remember, he's doing like fucking mental reps on the side. He's in the game, man.
Well, reports out of Carolina are saying wide receiver Jimmy Horn Jr. has by far been the best wide receiver at rookie camp. The Panthers drafted wide receiver Tet McMillan at 8 overall.
Let's talk about this real quick. What do you think of this one, kiddo? Because I know you had you were the more critical one on Tet McMillan from the jump. What do you think of this?
It's a risk reward. He's probably
Like for the Panthers drafting him 8 overall.
yeah. I'm not surprised that he wasn't the brightest light in the rookie training camp. Sometimes we want to walk away with our health, and that's the objective.
That's fact.
Not to
For someone like Jimmy Horn, he should be going extra hard, right? Because who the fuck is Jimmy Horn till he started? You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I guess this says more about Jimmy Horn than it does like as a negative towards Ted. For me. Yeah.
Okay, I'm with that. And I mean, we just heard Mason Graham is doing bad in camp too, or like he's not living up to expectations. Like, well, this is mini camp, you know? Yeah, but this is kind of cool. It could drive down for those that are drafting now. It's gonna, or you know, even if you're in dynasty, go shoot a couple offers out for Tet McMillan. You might be able to finagle him off an owner who's extra concerned about these news. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, the Panthers they were competitive at the very least. They were competitive.
I want to say they lost a shitload of games by less than a possession, right?
Yeah. Remind me of some of the Chargers teams that I remember growing up watching.
Reminds you of like the Chargers last decade?
Yeah, there's a lot of shitty teams.
I mean, my Niners were like that in 2017. Shanahan's first year, we lost every game by a possession or less. And so that was like hopeful. We're like, oh, okay. Yeah, and then I do like the coaches over there, though. The coaches stuck. They put their head down and stuck with Bryce Young. You know what I mean? Also, I mean, when you're a Canales, like, you know, you did well in Tampa, get into the playoffs, win a playoff game. You're like, all right, I'm gonna take any head coaching job I get. You know what I mean?
Well, it says they're saying it's the only time a Shedeur Sanders ball hit the ground at rookie camp is when a receiver dropped it. They say he's the most accurate quarterback the Browns have had in 10 plus years. This is what they're quote saying.
So we go back to 2015. What are we talking here? Like Deshaun Kaiser, or no, he might have been 2017. I mean, shit. 10 years ago, I think it was Brian. Oh, 10 years ago, Johnny Manziel. Look at that.
Exactly.
Money Manziel. Right before that, Brian Hoyer. Okay. So you're right. They haven't had an accurate quarterback since they had Brian Hoyer.
And speaking of the Sanders family, rookie Shiloh Sanders made a strong impression during the rookie minicamp.
Oh, Shiloh. You think he was doomed when they named him that?
Who knows? Now,
I mean, Shiloh is probably going to be the one that he definitely has the least expectation. So, you know what I mean? All he has to do is put his head down and work. You know what I mean?
Well, Bengals defensive Trey Hendrickson admitted that things are becoming extremely personal as negotiations drag on.
My bad, I was talking over you. Go ahead.
Trey Hendrickson admitted that things have become extremely personal as negotiations are dragging on.
Son of a bitch.
Well,
Cincinnati.
I mean, once they asked him to set up that car wash with Jamar Chase, he was like, "What the fuck? Like, we need money, man. Go out there and sell a bunch of spaghetti." Yeah, Trey Hendrickson is sad. I mean, when you can't, and they didn't even hit him with the tag. They hit Higgins with it and then paid
that was a
Higgins. So,
mistake.
and then it goes past the deadline of the tag. So it was way past it, I should say. So you can't like just be like, "All right, we'll give you the tag." And like, so it's like he has to play out this contract. Otherwise, it's an extension or a bust. You know what I mean? He's coming off the league leader of sacks, and he's been up there this past couple of years. So highly productive. They just don't have they draft Stewart.
Yeah.
It's like, which is
And they
awesome
still haven't
because you
even
want to
signed
have a tandem at pass rush. I think Stewart is an upgrade over Hubbard at this point in Hubbard's career, right? But then now if you don't have Hendrickson there, it kind of defeats the purpose because this youngster is still a youngster. Although he probably is. This is why they drafted him to eventually fully replace Hendrickson. But having the two of them is awesome, and this is the time to pay if you could figure it out. But there's who's the highest edge rusher right now? Garrett?
Is it Garrett? Yeah, well,
Yeah, it's Garrett. 40 million.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
you can't.
Garrett's,
I don't think that there's no conversation that he's going to get near that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, Saints second round quarterback Tyler Show is being thrust into the spotlight already as the team's potential starter, yet remains focused on contributing to the team in his very first NFL season.
The guy's a giant dude, huh?
You can do
Pause.
it. You can do it.
You can do it. Yeah, he's like, what is he like, 6'5"?
Yeah, I think it's 6'3".
That's all I know
so
about
I'm
him.
not too sure.
I just looked at like how tall he was. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, I need to form an opinion on him of my own.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, I guess he's
Dak
Kellen Moore's guy,
Prescott's-
right?
yeah. Well, Dak Prescott says he's excited
think he's
for
from
George
Kansas?
Pickens joining the team.
From Kansas. Okay.
I think
So you think he
Oh, yeah.
like clicks his cleats together and says, well, we're not in Kansas anymore. I think I just
What up,
crossed
Ron?
two references on accident, huh?
Well, Dak Prescott says he's excited for George Pickens joining the team, saying the Cowboys needed help at the wide receiver position, and he's glad he's on board.
George Pickens talking a gang of shit about the Steelers. George Pickens should be the happiest one.
Yeah.
He is talented, and now he has a legit thrower of the ball. Like, I mean, I guess would you put Dak in the elite tier of passers right now?
I'd wait,
Maybe for
I'd
fantasy,
wait until
right?
I see what he has back from this injury.
no, I'm not ready to put him in the top tier.
No, I'm not either.
Okay, I'm with
For
you.
me, for
I'll say for
fantasy,
fantasy,
he's top tier QB too. So like maybe
Well,
quarterback,
Texans
third-
quarterback. Texans. Yeah.
He cut
Texans
you off and
quarterback
then stops.
CJ It's all
You're
good,
right.
man. I cut him off.
Yeah, then you just stop. Go ahead, Texas quarterback.
Texans quarterback CJ Stroud says that the new OC Nick Caley has allowed him to take more control of the offense, and he's enjoying this end of this offense
I like
more.
this a lot because they're gonna throw that thing.
yeah.
You don't get all them weaponries. They already tried to attempt it last year, right? They're like, all right, let's bring in Stephon Diggs.
Yeah.
We need to throw this thing. And then like, obviously they're bringing Joe Mixon, and with a Niner quote unquote style offense, they definitely ran the ball a lot. They're gonna throw a lot this time. Like, because now they did their own version of it again, bringing in young receivers. You know what I mean, with Higgins and Noel and Christian Kirk. Prior to that,
And
Yeah, I like
pass
it.
catching running back Woody Marks.
oh yeah, and Woody,
Yeah.
right? Just the catching the ball.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna be the
What up,
lightning.
Peacock?
Yeah, top of the morning, Peacock.
Well, Bears
definitely.
offensive coordinator.
I'm here, but I'm not here. I did cut a new promo video if you guys want to take a 1 minute break to catch that real quick.
Yeah, let's do it. NeonPeacockMerch.com.
All right.
Awesome. I like these.
There it is.
That was sick.
Mm-hmm.
That was
New sale
fucking
happening
sick.
at the end of the month. There should be like $14 t-shirts or something like that. I'll let you all know.
Yeah. Yeah, neonpeacockmerch.com, everybody. That shit was dope. And the shit was slapping too.
Had to change it up a little bit. So I'll be working on a new Dr. Bogey video and a new Ear to the Streets for the new season as well. So
Yeah, some new season shit. I love it.
all right, guys. I'll be backstage doing that. You guys keep it going.
Well,
Yo, man, Neon Peacock whipping it up, man. Producer P.
Vikings quarterback J.J. McCarthy said he learned a lot from quarterback Sam Darnold in the short time the two worked together before Darnold departed for Seattle. He's looking forward to taking over the reins in Minnesota.
You know,
Yeah, it's his time.
there's a lie there. Do you guys know the lie?
The lie that they got along.
Fuck you lying.
Yeah.
Why you
That
always
part.
lying? Oh my God.
Yep.
He didn't like him at all. How long do you think Sam Darnold leash is in Seattle with Milrow?
Oh,
I think it's short.
probably pretty long.
Probably, huh?
Yeah,
At least this season.
yeah.
See, you know what's funny is Sam Darnold. You go back to his time in Carolina and multiple times in New York. That guy's not the most healthiest. So, like, you know what I mean? Milrow could be a nice little stash that we might see, and we might not get too much passing on it. And that would really hurt our JSNs because I already feel like JSN's taking a hit with Darnold.
I wonder if
system.
if he's just gonna be like a DTR or something in the long run.
I mean, if he could be Lamar when Lamar was a rookie, that was pretty cool. I mean, Lamar as a rookie, he was just running around everywhere. He threw the ball like 18 times a game, but like, you know what I mean?
We would
running
like that, I
everywhere.
guess. That would it would spicing up the quarterbacks, but I don't know if we got that type of talent with Milrow.
Yeah, I would
I
be
could be totally,
sold.
I could be
like
totally
Jason.
wrong, but yeah, I see like a Dylan Gabriel trajectory for sure, like backup for whatever team needs it. I guess a competent backup. We'll see how they're.
Oh, there it is.
skill
Sam
set
Darnold gets traded to the Browns next
before
year.
we really hold too much judgment on their abilities, but I don't know if it's reasonable to expect more than like a DT.
Remember, Sam Darnold was disappointed he didn't get drafted by the Browns.
Oh,
He thought he was going to go first overall. They took Baker.
yeah, the Jets were in shambles. Yeah.
Yeah, trade him to the Browns next year. There it is. What else you got for us, Ear?
Hold on a second.
Yeah, do you think?
I just got to sign and deliver.
Yeah, all good. Lee. Lee's an interesting cat, man. He's always making deals.
I wish, Bogey. I don't.
Yeah, make that CMC deal with me, god damn it.
Yeah, I hear you there.
You don't want him. He's gonna get hurt on you. Let him get hurt on me.
Well, you know why I drafted him, Bogey? Because I know you'd want him.
That's a terrible strategy.
No, I know it is. Sometimes.
What
it
if I
is.
wasn't in that league?
Well, then I would have drafted him out of the way. Well, okay. I got some other stuff here. Hold on.
Yeah, do you think?
Well, the Lions have been named as the top landing spot for Bengals defensive end Trey Hendrickson if they don't resign him.
Oh my God, do that. And then the other kid becomes interesting immediately. Murphy?
Miles Murphy.
Oh,
Miles Murphy, there you go. Because now he'll be the de facto guy, the de facto number 2 that doesn't get double teamed. You know what I mean?
Well, I know.
Because come on, Stewart's gonna walk. If there's no Trey Hendrickson there, Stewart is the guy that the DCs are like, all right, stop this guy.
Well, several people are saying Travis Hunter and BTJR reportedly had the NFL defensive coordinators scared, in quotes, that they could be a more lethal duo than Jamar Chase and T. Higgins.
His name is Trevor Lawrence.
And they're saying the NFL defensive coach reportedly believes Hunter and Thomas could both simultaneously be top 10 wide receivers.
His name is No one says Trevor Lawrence
It
might be that
might
motherfucker.
not be too, well, I don't know. Maybe it's far fetched to expect anything more, like significantly more than 1,000.
Yeah,
Bro.
that's what I
Yeah,
think.
what is it? 59, 69, something like that a week to get over 17 to get a thou.
Mhm.
58, something like that.
Well, Bengals T. Higgins believes this will be a breakout season for him.
Oh no, was he gonna break?
Who knows?
His leg?
His arm? I don't know.
Oh no, not his arm.
Yeah, in quotes.
Oh, his pelvic bone. That
Well,
would be terrible. How would they put a
Wide
cast
receiver.
if you break your pelvic bone? Like, and this is not even a joke. I'm just curious about this. Like, is it like a? Oh, I guess you would just be in like a harness type of thing, huh?
Yeah, I think they put some sort of like plate, you know.
Oh yeah, for the meantime.
well,
Yeah,
I'm a doctor. I should know these things.
former Chargers wide receiver Keenan Allen could be a target for the Steelers.
That's such a stupid pickup.
Yo.
I mean, get Alan Lazard for Rodgers.
Well, you'd like this one, Bogey. Let's see, where is it? God, many people think around the league and the NFL think that the Saints could sign Jameson Winston if he is the odd man out at the after
Let's
of the
fucking
Giants
go.
after camp.
Let's fucking go. Chris Olave to the moon. Rashid, right? What's his name?
Well,
Rashid?
the Ravens would love
Rashid Shaheed.
Yeah.
There you go. To
Rashid-
the moon, baby. To Mars.
Shaheed, right?
Start every
Well,
team
the Ravens
defense
would
against
love
him
to-
for all you crazies that play team defense while you're at it.
Yeah, sure.
You could have Jameson, you
The
could have
bulk-
Jameis Winston, and you could have that team defense that's playing against him in the same on your same team. You'll be all right.
That's true.
That
Well,
would be
the
fun.
Baltimore Ravens would love to get an extension done with Lamar Jackson before the season kicks off in this September, before his 74 million cap hit starts next year.
So they want to restructure him, you said?
They want
Yeah. They're not the greatest. I mean, especially because they're more defense orientated and offensive line, like early in these drafts. They haven't really, like, actually, maybe Zay Flowers, huh? When did they get Zay Flowers? Was he a first rounder? Second
Yep.
round.
I think
Before
he
that,
was
the
right
other
after
first
Quentin
round receiver
Johnson.
I can remember was Rashad fucking Bateman.
What was he
Bateman was a first rounder too.
before or after?
Yeah, they've been
Yeah,
defense
it was-
orientated
yeah.
a lot in these last couple.
Because it went
but
Flowers,
then
then it
I
went
guess
Quentin
Zay
Johnson.
Flowers, yeah, was the last like real notable offensive weapon they drafted up high. Yeah, I mean, well, I'm just saying because I'm like, well, otherwise, who else you got to pay? You're paying Roquan. You're not really paying anyone there. Everyone's fairly young. I guess Kyle Hamilton. Did he get? He's probably going to be the next one to get paid. You just paid you paid Stanley on the O line. Ronnie Stanley, their left tackle. That was great.
Did they?
That was great for them to retain him.
So after the schedule release, did you see who has the toughest schedule of all?
I know the Giants are up there, right?
Yeah, the Giants are number 1.
Oh, okay.
What
Shit,
up?
nailed it.
The Giants are 1, Lions 2, Bears 3, Eagles 4, Vikings. Eagles and Vikings are the Lions and Bears are tied at 571.
Oh my.
The Eagles at 561, Vikings, Chiefs, and the Browns.
Okay. And it's usually based on the schedule they have and who's on a schedule and the record last year and playoff teams, this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Giants are definitely they got a tough schedule for being the third worst team last year.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
You
teams
know, and
with
they got their QB, so
yeah, they did.
at least next year they're not clamoring, right?
Yeah. And teams with the most favorable 17 game slates their next year are the 49ers,
What?
the Bills,
What?
Panthers,
What?
Dolphins,
What?
Saints,
What?
Patriots, and Jaguars.
It's crazy because the Bills are in there just because, like, in division, it's already like 6 wins, right? Plus, no one in their division was playoff appears last year. And then who do they got? Oh, they got the NFC East on the schedule. Yeah.
Well, Deion Sanders is set to star in a Netflix documentary titled Prime Time, which will be released in 2026.
Is it gonna take place on like nowadays and really get released then, or is it like gonna follow him whatever he's doing during that time?
2026. That's all they're saying.
Right.
That's all that's
It's gonna be 2 years from now. He goes, "Remember when my son was falling in that draft? Here's the phone call I made. It was Deion. He makes the phone call, and he's just not, but he's alongside the dude. So he hands the phone to him. Yeah, he pretends to be the guy drafting him. His dad was behind the whole thing the whole time.
Yeah. Well,
gotta teach my
49ers
son
wide receiver
what it is
Ricky
to be
Slick
humble.
Pearsall will be changing his number to number 1. He wore in college at Florida. Last worn by Debo.
Ricky is the first round pick. He got money because you got to go and buy.
Yeah,
Got to go and buy the existing jerseys from the stock, the NFL stock, before you could change your number. And but he was a rookie last year, and the Niners is a big organization. I'm pretty sure his jerseys flew off the shelf. But yeah, and now Debo's gone because Debo switched to number 1. We'll see, Ricky.
And that's all the news I have for this week.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
You all have yourself a wonderful weekend.
Yeah, hell yeah. The streets is a dangerous place, isn't it, Lee?
It can be. 1 minute, yes.
Yeah. I like it though. I like the streets. It's home. Miss the streets. Just running around like a fucking savage. I really don't. But it's just like, it was exciting.
Yeah.
Now I do podcasts and I'm safe. So that news on the Olave, this was funny initially to me because I'm like, why are they gonna go get another dude who was a higher draft capital, who has a bigger contract that you would adopt if you traded for him? Plus, he was a higher capital, so you might have to give up some good capital. they already just paid. If they traded for DK, sending it 2. So if I'm the Saints, I'd be like, let's start with a first. And they're like, fuck no. And then they okay, I need a 2 and a 3. And they're like, no. And like, well, you did that for DK. And they're like, touche. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like, look, they traded for DK and paid him. And it's like, if you were gonna like Olave, wasn't he the same year as Pickens?
I
No,
think you're
no,
right.
he was.
No, hold
Yes,
on.
he was. I think, yeah, for sure. Now I think about it, yeah. 2022 season. So Pickens was like a second rounder. So, you know what I'm saying? And look at what Pickens just got traded for, right? Kind of a couple fifths or something like that. Yeah, so like the market for an Olave was showing not too much production or anything. Like the Steelers they're not going to pay up for an Olave.
Brandon was saying CJ Stroud calling audibles and pass protection to keep himself alive. Johnny
Yeah.
Milton, what's up, my friend?
What's happening? Yeah, that would probably be the wise thing to do, right?
Yeah.
And this is what, year 3?
Yeah.
And he's starting a new system. So, but I think the positive thing is that like now he has 2 years of experience. Pretty sure picking up another playbook. It's not gonna be that. Yeah, it's not gonna be that difficult. And CJ Stroud, as it seems, right? He's one of those smart kids, huh? He doesn't drink or smoke or anything. At least not that we know of.
He stays in
One
the
of those
straight
good
narrow
kids.
path.
It's like he's into church and shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Keeps his head in the game. Kind of like that. Like when we had Jimmy G, it was like, Jimmy's not showing up to practice because he's like in LA, fucking some porn stars. And like, what are you gonna say? You get out there and you kind of win. We would win ugly with handsome Jimmy. That was always my favorite saying back then. We were winning ugly with handsome Jimmy.
Let's see.
Yeah, I'm about to twist one up. And then I think we were supposed to have Crook too, but he never showed up. Shout out to our guy Crook.
He was in the chat earlier, and that's all I saw.
Okay, well, yeah, shout out to
I
Crook.
I did see him in the chat.
Yeah, because we kind of ran through it. It might not be a crazy long show today. If Crook jumps on, I'm down to Rockstar though. Roll something up. See what's happening.
Yeah, it's that time of year.
Yeah, you ain't lying, right? Oh yeah, 32-man league. We're filling it up still. I haven't put the full force on it because I keep trying to see who on in the community wants to first before we go and get and I blast it to the automatic degens. Because we got a fat list of the auto degens. Yeah, I mean, you were already in it, right, Kidda? Or do I need to send you the link still?
For the 32? Yeah, I'm in it.
Yeah, Crooked said he's still
okay,
driving
so we
home.
got 15, and I got like 20 on my degen list. So we're gonna fill this thing up because I'm probably gonna launch that thing like soon here.
Yeah, Crooked Commish says he's still driving home.
Oh yeah, no problem, Crook. Yeah, we're probably gonna launch. I would say launching that thing maybe at minimum first week of June. That sounds about right, right? And I think out the gate, it's probably 2 hour. I guess for the first round we do 4 hour per pick.
4 hours?
It should just be 2 out the gate all the way, huh? Maybe when we get to like round 20 or something, or round 20, round 50, because I think it's 18 rounds. But there's 32 of us, so it's gonna be a doozy. But we've done it before, and we'll do it again. Yes.
While I got you guys here, I did drop some new designs over on neonpeacockmerch.com yesterday. Just put those up there for you guys.
I'll head over and check them out.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Got the there's a few we did. Let's see. To be the man, you have to beat the man. Wick Flair. It's John Wick.
Yeah.
John Wick is Ric Flair. That's in there. So, and then we do have front and back and crest and back features on most of these shirts. So you can do that if you choose to. And there's also comfort colors. You go over here to the comfort colors and you can pick like Island Reef or like a butter or like some different kind of chalky mint. We just have some
Cool.
different variations, sapphire, whatever.
Yeah, I like this
But-
kind of hot in these rhinos.
Yeah,
Oh,
that one's a new one. Yeah, kind of hot in these rhinos. The Ace Ventura classic.
That's
Yes.
hysterical as shit.
Oh, I gotta go shopping now.
Yeah, kind of hot in
That's
these
funny.
rhinos. This one's a good one. There's the front and back version here.
That's a lot of ass for your pause.
And
Oh,
the
this is
crest
bad.
is hilarious here. Let's do a crest.
Do they charge more for the front and back woo wops?
Yeah, they do.
$5
It's a
more,
few
right?
bucks more.
Okay. That's
It's like $7 more or something.
Yeah, it's
I'm
like-
not mad at it.
Yeah, it's 29, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, but you can do a crest version, or you
I
can
like the
do
crest.
you could do the full front and back. So you could. Some of these have alternate. Like if you do, let me see if I have one that's an alternate, like Alien versus Predator here, 1-on-1.
Uh,
So if you do this one, let's see, front and back. This one's more expensive just because the t-shirt or whatever. But this one has like a front image like that, and then the back image is slightly different, and then the crest is different altogether as well.
I need to get all of them joints, bro.
I like the
Ace
McConkey
Ventura,
one.
The
It's-
Predator,
the
woo
front
wop.
and back is excellent, man.
Oh yeah, I
God.
have the McConkey one is really cool. Let's see, let's go to that
Yeah,
one.
the
Here
front
you
and back is excellent.
Yeah, there's a different alternate image for the Lightning Lad right here. So it's just the Lightning with McConkey and all that stuff, and then there's the one with him inserted on the back, and then the crest. What does the crest look like? I think the crest is just the words. Yeah, Lightning Lad. Yeah, there's a bunch of different options, front and back options. Really
I
cool.
want to do some crest joints too. I need to order hella shit now.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, and then I did the Denver one, Chicago. I'll be getting the rest of the teams going, but I got sidetracked with a couple of these other new ones that I put up. But yeah, I really like this Alien versus Predator one. Probably one I'm gonna order soon. It's hilarious. Looks good. I'll probably do
They
that.
they got hoodless sweaters, right?
Yeah. If you go to sweatshirts.
Because some of those designs, you know how like the hoodie ones, it doesn't allow you to like they'll cram it between the top of the.
Oh, so yeah, I
area.
think I can fix some of those and make it larger sometimes, but sometimes it will make it like real big. But yeah, this one without the hoodie is, you can even do these with the crest and back now as well, the hoodies or the sweaters.
Now, which one's the
Sick.
the hoodless sweater? Is that the okay? The classic.
Yeah, because then the hoodless sweaters are gonna be dope because you can blast the whole woo wop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let's see if I got a pullover hoodie. Well, this pullover hoodie has a big image on it.
Okay, word. So okay, maybe it was just the design that I got.
Yeah, and so I'll probably have to go back and rework some of them behind the stage or behind the scenes and like make them bigger. Sometimes they just throw them out there and I have to go and like because it creates 57 different styles once I upload the image, but then I have to go and like fix each one and kind of curate all the
Oh,
shit
okay.
behind the scenes. But yeah, this one came out well, and like I said, they even have the crest. You can even get the crest on the hoodies. Small thing on the side and the big deal on the back.
Oh, that's badass. This is a game changer.
It is, yeah. Going back in there and putting crests and alternate images on the design is actually game changing. I think I want to do this. Where is it? The Bloodsport one. Yeah, I just updated recently. So if you look
That's
at
the other one I got to put in the car.
Now, Peacock. When they say classic fleece, then French terry and sponge fleece, what's
that's
the
just the material, like the way that the inside is, the insulation, I
Your,
guess.
Oh, okay,
your
okay,
regular
okay.
hoodie that you're used to, that's the pullover fleece.
Okay, good. Thank
right?
you. Thank you.
Yeah, that's the one I always order. And then I think like the bigger hood, the large and the extra larges are legit. Like I got a couple mediums, they're real huggy boy. You know what I mean? But if you like that though.
Oh, and the zip up hoodie. You can put the crest in the back. That's pretty cool.
Ooh.
I'm still a fan
So
of
they'll be able to
Puma.
split the image through the zip up hoodie too. That's dope.
No, they don't let you put it on the front. It's
Oh,
just
no.
the crest or all on the back.
Oh, okay. That's still badass too. on the crest with the woo wop on the back. Oh, the zip up. Okay. Yeah, and we could wear zip ups like, summer evenings and not look crazy.
I need a tank top in this.
Wearing a hoodie is just insane in the summer.
Oh, exactly.
That sucks that actually that would be cool. Maybe ask to be like, hey, in the summer, you just put a discount on all the sweaters. Who's buying sweaters, right?
That's true. I could probably there's a huge,
Especially
there's
here in
usually, like, a
Texas,
huge
I don't think
sale.
I wear a hoodie in the home summertime.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll take advantage of those sales and get the hoodies for like 20 something bucks. It's like, can't beat that.
No, you ain't lying. Like even when the sales, like during the fall and stuff like that, that was awesome because I like getting, I like spending $30 on a hoodie. That's like in range. And I'll spend 40 if we can get the fucking woo wops or even 50 where it's on the back and the crest. Now that shit's badass.
I think I'm getting this one in this color. But I don't know if I want to do front and back or crest and back. The alternate front is like all blooded out. Red.
That shit's dope though.
I'll just add it to the cart. Check it out later. But yeah, those are some of the newer designs on the website right now. And then of course, if you go to collections on the side, and you go to football merch, all the football stuff is gathered in one spot for you.
And don't forget about all the miscellaneous stuff on Peacock merch as well, y'all. You know what I mean? You get
Like $12 coffee mugs. You can't beat that.
Yeah, get you a coffee mug. Diamond Joe, he loves on a Sunday mornings doing some start sits, Q&As, sipping coffee with him on the mug.
Hell yeah.
That's very egotistical and I love it.
Those make really good gifts because it's not like super expensive, and then it'll last, it'll last like, the t-shirt, I don't know their size, stuff like that. So,
All right, we have a question down here. Should I trade Nabers for Saquon? Full
No.
PPR.
Nope. Why would I want? If I'm trading Saquon to acquire Nabbers, fuck yeah. If I have Nabbers, I'm not trading him for Saquon in a PPR. Like we kind of gotta need Saquon to actually get involved more in the passing game. If you don't believe he's gonna replicate Tooth Thou on the ground again
he's definitely
because he
not gonna
definitely didn't get
do it
affected by the
this
tush
season.
push touchdowns. He still scored a bunch, and he still ran a bunch of yards on the ground. But them targets was like non-existent for Brett. So I'd rather have a Nabbers who is coming off the league last year, leading everyone in targets. But there should be more efficiency with the QBs that he has there. And so that he might not lead the league in targets again, but man, he's gonna ball again. He's definitely gonna outdo what he did last year if he doesn't die on us. And he only played 15 games last year with shitty QB play up and down from Danny Dumbass to Drew Lock. Is that crazy?
No,
This is probably
Nabers-
dynasty too. I wouldn't imagine this is a redraft trade question right now.
Yeah, for dynasty, it definitely like Nabbers gets a big bonus for the longevity of the trade. How many RB1 seasons are we gonna get out of Saquon? If we're lucky, 3, 4.
3
Are you
times.
blowed right now?
I don't know what.
Okay, never mind.
I mean,
Because I know you've been partaking again. I'm like, yo, he's real chill today.
That's what's up.
No, I
This is dawned on me. I was like,
I didn't
he's
know
stoned.
if you
We
thought
got the
3 or
stone
4
kid in the house tonight.
was going to be out of the question. I guess to me, I don't think it's out of the question. 3 or 4 more good seasons out of Saquon.
Yeah, I'd say 2 or 3 is a safe bet. I mean, he's running behind a very, very good offensive line. He does have a lot of weapons to take the top off and a mobile QB that you have to account for as well. So it's like this perfect formula there. It's the NFC version of what the Ravens are trying to do and vice versa. You know what I mean? With their, super duper high level elderly running back. Yeah, and if I am gonna entertain this trade, Saquon for Neighbors is not enough. You know, we're talking Saquon and maybe a first round, and they might think that's crazy. And I'd be like, hey man, this is Neighbors. You know what I mean? Like, you could, you know, he's one of them guys. It's only year one, but you know, a lot of promise. This is definitely that person selling high on Saquon too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that person's he's in attempts to do it right, in my opinion. But if I'm the Neighbors holder, stiff arm, real tough. Yeah. I'll pass. Why did he only play 15 games last year? Oh, he got concussed.
Yeah, concussed, yeah.
Oh, yeah, and then he went to the strip club and was wearing sunglasses at night.
Yep.
Who was that?
Neighbors.
Neighbors.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he got concussed, and then he was seen at like Stars or Starlit or whatever. It's one of those popping strip clubs in New York. Yeah, a lot of loud music, and then, you know, flashing lights. It's probably not good when you're concussed, you know?
Yeah, it probably isn't a wise choice.
He put the sunglasses on, though, and it was like, you know, all the entertainment, you know, it made him feel better, I'm sure. You know what doesn't make me feel good ever? And this is why I never was one of those guys, was throwing my money away like that.
Yeah.
Dunce for me. It's like, I don't even think that's like fly. I mean, maybe if I was a bazillionaire, it'd be different. But yeah, I don't know.
It's a bunch of ones with fishing line, like taps.
I have an Olden Smith story. So we used to go to these the Vietnamese gangster bars in San Jose. So like this is not alleged, like it's like restaurants. Then at night they turn into legit strip clubs. And they're restaurants, so they have tables everywhere. So you can't just go and stand around. You have to sit at a table, and it's like, you know, it's per, you know, there's a seat per head, right? Otherwise they're full. You know what I mean? And they just got ladies. They fly them all out, and they just it's a strip club in there. And like they sell bottles. Like you can buy shots and stuff at the bar, but like they sell bottles, and the bottles are like $100. So then, like as a group, you could easily run up like 2-3 bands in these spots, right? Because then the bitches they pour the drinks too, and they get all faded with you, and then like motherfuckers is doing blow off titties allegedly, and it used to go down in them spots. You know what I mean? Because it's totally like illegal. You know what I mean? And you would have uniformed police there that are off duty, but they're in there getting paid, and they're just fucking chilling. So like it doesn't go super crazy. You know what I mean? But it goes down in those spots. Anyways, so we're at one of these spots with Alden Smith, because I hit up the homies like, hey, we're over here with Alden Smith. Slide, like, oh shit, boom. And Alden Smith, he just be throwing dummy cake. And 100% I was picking up money and throwing it back too. Because he was just throwing hella money, ordering bags of ones and shit. And then, you know what I mean? If it was like 20s or something, I might have been like, you know what, picking them up and putting them in my pocket. You know what I mean? You don't care for this money. How dare you, right? But it was one, so it's like, fuck it. Making it rain. Yeah, but it's not my bag.
Not my bag, baby.
It's not my bag, baby. Ooh, we kind of need that.
Yeah. There you are.
My bag,
I know
baby.
you know, but there you are.
There's only 2 things that I'm scared of. And one of them is nuclear war.
I need to watch those movies again. It's been a while.
I know, right? Austin Powers was. I used to jock. What was her name? She was bad.
Elizabeth Hurley?
Yeah.
Oh man, that was one of my favorites.
Is she
growing
still
up.
bad?
She's still bad in her 50s. It's like, what?
Wow.
It's like a
She was
Salma
all
Hayek
good,
thing
too.
going on.
She
They're
might.
still-
Yeah, because she was in her 20s and the 90s.
Yeah, for sure.
Austin.
Oh, behave, Austin.
That's Austin in a nutshell.
Yeah,
No,
follow
this
her
is
on
me in a
Instagram.
nutshell.
She
Oh
has
my
her own-
God. I'm in a
she has her own
nutshell.
bikini line, dude. She does she has swimsuits and stuff.
Oh, word.
She hasn't lost a step at all.
She probably swims every day.
I don't know.
I hear
maybe.
swimming does it.
Swimming, you'll work every muscle in your body. It's like fighting. You know, muscles you think that you're using.
when I had an apartment, when I had an apartment complex, when I lived at an apartment complex, we had a pool.
I owned the apartment complex.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but I would just tread water, bro. Put a timer on, tread for like 20 minutes, and that shit would fucking be tough.
Hell yeah.
You get to like 5-10 minutes, you're like, oh, because that friend that I learned, okay, I gotta pace myself.
I tried to shadow box for the entire Bloodsport soundtrack. I was fucking excited.
Hey, that shit, it pumps extra adrenaline though, right?
Yeah, for sure. It's slowed down though with the flashback part. It's like whatever, and that's when I kind of like, all right, I'm taking a break here. Didn't do it full nonstop, but man, yeah, that was tough the other day. I think it was like 2 days ago.
I love how they had the kid and he spoke really poor English just like him.
Oh yeah.
The
What does
kid
he tell
version of Frank.
Teach me.
I wasn't going to steal it.
Oh yeah.
They're like, boom, we got our guy. It turns out it was actually Van Damme's estranged son. Shidoshi. So is this Shidoshi like a master or was that his name?
I'm not sure.
Fucking spam callers. All right, what was happening?
No, the worst is the ones that be trying to get you these days. They go, is this such and such? And they say your government name, and then they want you to say yes. So I just hang up. I'm like, oh, they tried to get me right there. I usually go, who's this? Why? And oh no, I shouldn't even say none of that.
Water
get
is
me.
820 times denser than air. Yeah, I believe it. Oh man. It's Friday, finally. Shit.
I know, right? I'm going down to the Bay this weekend. Finally.
Nice.
I've been stalling this trip for months. But
Yeah,
it's one of my niece's birthday parties, and it's a full-on kid's birthday party. But I'm like, cool. Y'all go to the party, I'm going to the lab. Yeah, because also like Crook shit. I wrote Crook's intro song already, and I could have recorded it here, but I'm like, man, I'm about to give him the best of the best of the best, sir.
Sure, with honors.
Yes, with honors. Right? I'm like, oh, we kind of need that one too. That'll be a segment, like our, when we do some rankings for playmakers or something. Who is the best of the best of the best, sir, with honors? But yeah, I'm like, yo, why am I gonna record it on my $500 mic? We can record it on the fucking big woo-wop. Yeah, give him his money's worth.
I had to stay up. My daughter went to a country concert last night. I was like, they'll be home late. She got home like at 12. I'm like, fuck, I'm old. I can't even.
Oh, to like go out and like pick them up after?
I texted her at like 11:15. I was like, the door's open. She's like, I have a key. I was like, well, I'm not going to go lock it. It's open. I was tired.
The older we get, man, we can't stay up as long as we go. I can't laugh anymore.
I mean, even in the times I want to sleep in, I'll just get a flurry of text messages at like 4:30 my time from Lee.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, oh, okay, I'm awake now, kind of.
No, not even that. Like, I have to wake up every morning like at 6:30 a.m. and take a piss. It's like clockwork. It's like, what the hell? Even if I wanted to sleep in, I can't.
Yeah, because once I'm awake, I'm just kind of up, or I'm like fake sleep, just laying there.
Right.
Until I go, all right, let's get up. Yeah, I'm not the deepest sleeper, unless I'm fucking faded.
Question from the chat, Mr. Magic, do we see Hubbard finishing as a top 15 RB? Chuba?
Yeah, I think 15. I think 13 to like 18 is his range. I think because we do have an influx of a bunch of running backs, and last year was kind of a down year for running backs. So he definitely. It just sucks that we have to go draft Hubbard high, or like like semi higher than last year,
14.
this year in redraft, right? I do like him to get all the workload though.
250 attempts, almost 1,200 yards, 4.78 a carry, 10 TDs on the ground, only one receiving touchdown. 54 targets though, 43 receptions.
That's a hell of a efficiency right there, dude.
Yeah, no freaking yardage on that though. 171 yards on 43 catches.
So they were legit dump offs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I like that though. He got a good amount of those. That's like 1 or 2 a game, or like a 3 or 4 a game, I should say. Like targets at least.
Yeah, I think so.
He was getting it. Let's see, target.
And Bryce Young too. Like he
started off
wasn't
strong.
opposed to. That's one thing we saw him learn from Andy Dalton.
He did. He
Is
got
that,
five,
you
five,
can
six,
throw
five
it.
targets a game, basically, like pretty much five,
Okay, 5.
4, 6, and then missed the game 2, 3, 6, 5, no targets, 5. So some games he had no targets, kind of.
Okay.
Week 1,
And
no
they
targets.
should be in like some, they're going to be, if not in close games, they're going to be trailing a lot of games. I mean, I'm not just going to be like, oh my God, they're the best team now. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I like it. Maybe the touchdown opportunities, just period, for that offense is what we should worry about anyway. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think with that type of workload, he's a lock for a mid to high range RB2, right?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
should be fringe. Yeah. RB.
Yeah, like
high end RB2, fringe RB1 weeks.
like I think like someone like Joe Mixon might not get as much work, but like is going to score way more touchdowns. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or
Right.
he's going to be in an offense that is going to, it theoretically should get him into a lot of scoring position. I mean, shit, if they bring that Ram style offense, this is a double-digit rushing touchdown team like every year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but I'm saying Joe Mixon too, because I'm like, this is where I've seen like Chuba go. Like it'd be like Joe Mixon, it'd be like Ken Walker, Joe Mixon, like Chuba. You know, he's in that range. They're smashed together with all the rookies. You know what I mean? The Hendersons and the fucking even Hampton's being drafted up high. What do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of Hampton right out the gate? Do you think it's too expensive that we're paying for a guy that we got to kind of wait to get the full workload?
Probably too expensive for what. But that I feel like that happens a lot also. Like we wait and wait and wait on some guys, and his potential to take over, I think, will be a lot quicker than most other RBs that we do that with anyway. So it might work out.
Yeah, because Najee isn't like a world beater like talent wise. Like
Yeah,
Wow.
that's a running team.
yeah. Okay, let's play that game. Hampton or Mixon. Redraft.
Mixon.
Oh, Mixon.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Ken Walker or Hampton.
I'd probably go Hampton.
I'm not mad at that too, because
That's just me though. I'm not, like either way, you know.
I have a
I'm
feeling
not-
he
I'm not,
goes
like,
higher
going
than all
forward
those
on
guys
that.
too. Once we get like some training camp news, we're like, oh yeah, he's splitting reps with the ones and
Yeah, I was gonna say this about around this time last year is when we started doing those ADP either or pick your poisons. So
Oh
we'll
yeah, that's right.
coming around to that pretty soon.
ooh, yeah, the what would you rather's, right?
Yeah, I think
Or the
we
pick your
should-
poison, that's what it was. Yeah, I like
we did
that.
Pick your poison.
You gotta
last
bring
year.
that back.
Pick your poison.
Yeah, we'll probably bring that one in like somewhere in June-ish, right? When we got some
Camp news, yeah.
well not even that too, just when we got more because the ADPs, if you look them up right now, you got to look at like best ball ADPs where you're like people are actually drafting for money, so it kind of feels like where people are going, but then it's still best ball, so there's going to be a lot of rookies that go up high. But like, yeah, once we get into June and then you start seeing those ADPs, I'm pretty sure even Yahoo right now should be heating up because like this is when everyone starts like mock drafting. You know what I mean? Like the ones that are like a step under D-gens. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
They're really casuals, but they're just more than casual. They show up like in June and they start, they come around like, I got sleepers this year, bro. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, the guys that play catch up.
Yeah.
The guys that are not around much.
You know what I mean? And then there's the ones that come through like in August and, they play like in their work league and in their home league. And I remember being one of those guys, you know what I mean? Where like it means so much and you think you have this whole game plan and you know what I mean? It wasn't until diversifying and playing in hella leagues where I was like, oh yeah, there's definitely different ways to win. I would swear I had it all figured out. Like, remember back in the days, standard, I would never even draft a receiver like until like the 5th round, just take all running backs. This is standard.
Yeah, it was like 4 running backs, my quarterback. All right, now let me get my receiver.
Right? If we're talking single QB, I was always the early QB guy. Like Andrew Luck was there like in the 3rd. I'd be like, I'm doing it. I'm like, because like by then, like someone had took Peyton Manning in the 1st round, like a crazy ass. Someone would have took Aaron Rodgers. And then I would always, this is like 2014, 15 time. You know what I mean? Where I'd be like, yeah, I'm taking Andrew Luck if he falls to me, knowing he would. And he never failed me. He only died on me, which I was okay with. Keenan Allen was another one of those ones. I kept going back to the well, even though he would die on me all the time, but he would just always produce until like he got old. But yeah, he always died.
Until he died. Yeah, I remember I had him and then like he was killing it for me one year and I was like, yeah, like I got him super value. I was like, he's a good receiver. And then boom, lacerated spleen.
I remember that. That was the 2016 year.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck?
Lacerated spleen. And he was my argument because people used to say I was an idiot because it was the same thing. But I used to say there's a difference between injury prone and injury plagued. Because my definition is like if you're injury prone, it's like, the guys that always like they get this soft tissue injury and it's reoccurring. It's always a hamstring or something. You know what I mean? But then there's Keenan Allen who just has every injury that you could ever imagine, including lacerated kidney, torn ACL, torn hamstring, elbow, collarbone. You know what I mean? Like, but then they'd be like, "This is the same thing, bro."
Crook won't be able to make it today.
Oh, it's all good, Crook. You know what I mean? You always got an open invitation, man. We rock with you. Yeah. Oh yeah, Keenan Allen now too. It's like, yo, just stay out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Like if he goes, like I have some greasy shares of Roman Wilson. That would be kind of cool if like Aaron Rodgers just pops up there. But if you get Keenan Allen there, it's like, all right, there goes Roman Wilson, or any kind of like anything. I do like the idea of no one there and it's just DK for all my DK shares.
They call it feed me.
Yeah, I think and his ADOT isn't super crazy in his career, and he's still athletic enough to like, take one to the house. And I foolishly still think Aaron Rodgers is good, huh?
Well, Aaron Rodgers says he's not going to make it. He's not going to announce until the end of May. That's what he said.
Of course, because then he doesn't want to do OTAs
and shit,
mini camp or. He probably won't be till training camp.
Probably so.
Yeah, I'm gonna start I guess we're in the rookie draft or whatever for a dynasty that I won last year, but I don't have a first or a second, and I won it last year, so it's like I have the 312 and the 412.
Yeah, I have the.
Hey, but you're the reigning champ. Let's go.
I have the
champ 2 years in a row.
12 and 14.
It's like a baby money league. It's like whatever. I don't make much off of it.
No, but see that one's about status at that point.
Oh yeah,
you gotta go 3. You gotta try to go 3 in a row.
Yeah, and then something happened.
I've never done it.
And they had to fucking renew it or whatever, and then so the guy started a different league. So I don't have the little thing that says I'm a champ next to my name. Kind of pissed about that.
Oh, okay. I hate that.
It's like you're falsely parading around with that shit, like if you're good or something.
Right? They should be ashamed.
It's funny.
Yeah, I definitely. I went twice in a row. I think I did it. No, I did it one time. Went twice in a row one time. That was a couple of years ago in one of them other leagues, and I got the boot. And then it's funny because then shout out to Antonio. He left this league the second year I won it because he was just like, I just kept convincing him to stay every year, but then that year he's like, I'm finally done. And then I told Dennis to take that team. Then Dennis wins it. Like, great, I bring in Dennis. and he beats me. So that was my only chance of going third in a row. I've definitely lost 3 Super Bowls in a row though. And a Steamboat, it was like Steamboat twice, and then this other dude in the middle. And they were calling me the Buffalo Bills of that league. And the next year, I almost got back. And they were kind of rooting for me to get back and lose again. You know what I mean? That was good money in that league, though. That was the 500 spot. You know what I mean? It was only a 10-team keeper, but it was absolute mayhem. Yeah, keepers are funny though, because it's like ours was you keep 4 and then you draft the rest, right? And so it was like, bro, I was always moving picks. I didn't give a fuck. But then it was like those were definitely the rookies right there. And then so the first, second, and third rounds were essentially you're drafting from the 5 and 6 and beyond, right? But then all the rookies are there. And sometimes people will do dumbass shit and keep like this one dude, he's a Cowboy fan. He would always keep Tom Brady, and then when he had Brandon Cooks, what is it called? He had him stacked up, and then like I remember a couple years ago, the last year we had in this league, that was when Brandon Cooks went to the Cowboys. So I'm keeping Brandon Cooks, bro. I'm like, you're stupid. So people do dumbass shit, and he kept Brandon Cooks for that long too, just when he was with the Patriots and Tom Brady. It's like, yo, you're crazy. That guy never won it too.
My bad, fellas. Had to go
No,
make
it's
an
all
emergency run.
It's all good.
Y'all good?
Yeah, we back.
Okay,
Back in the
bro.
flesh.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Hey, you know what I'm saying? When life be lifing, bro, you know what I mean?
Them is facts.
We got to get to it.
Them is facts.
That's cool, man. Did you see the new promo video?
Yeah, I was
really
watching it on my way up to the school, big bro. That motherfucker dope as shit, big bro.
Let's run it back one more time. Here we go.
Come on now. That motherfucking killer shit, bro.
Hey, that's that T Grizzly type woo wop bop right there.
Yeah, it is. That Detroit real type
Detroit,
shit.
like you know what's crazy is like that sounds being adopted, like LA as well, and and the Bay. You know what I mean? Just that
Memphis.
that-
Sound like some Memphis. The Memphis Cats.
the Memphis cats too. Yeah,
I don't say I don't even know what I searched. It was like I think I searched like highlight real type beat or something.
It sounds like it's a mirror on the wall. That's what it sounds like to
yeah,
me.
that T Grizzly, right?
No, that shit's slapping, bro. You did that.
Yeah. Wake up,
And he
wake
got the
up.
Simpsons in there too, bruh. It's fully updated, bruh. Oh my mama.
Yeah,
Bless
to
you.
get some of the newer designs up in there, ready to rock and whatnot. So that way we're
I made
fresh.
it. I made it.
Hey,
What up, Crook?
commish.
He's in the building,
What is good?
and he
Got
made
just
it.
in time. Got in time for the fourth quarter.
Cool.
Let's
Come
go.
on now.
Perfect. That
closer.
gives me a chance to go run up and get a burger, and I'll be right back. I want to do the Anthony Richardson. I'll tap back in with y'all in a second.
Come on now.
Yeah, for sure. Let us
Hey,
know
that's
what
the
kind
new
of
move.
burger.
Hey, that's the new move right there. Oh my mama, tap your head, bruh. On everything. The
real,
the Air
for real.
15. No, Air 50. Excuse me, Air 50%.
Man, you ain't lying about that. So top of the morning to you guys. Thanks for letting me jump in real quick. Hope
love
you
it.
all are doing well.
Yeah, man. Like vice versa, man. Happy Friday to you.
Oh, absolutely. It's time to get my smoke on, my drink on. Going to be meeting up with the Mouse from the Bay now that he's back in town to do our celebration of his birthday and engagement, later on tonight.
Nice.
So
Let's get it.
Oh, it's going down.
for sure,
man.
for
Happy
sure. I got
birthday
his
to the
birthday
Mouth.
gift for him. I got him one of his. He doesn't know if he's watching. I guess this might be a spoiler alert, but I doubt it because he's working. But I got him his shirt, his Mouth from the Bay shirt and shit like that.
Yes.
You need to get a shirt with both of you on it together.
That's a good idea. Oh, the NBA Jam. We should do the NBA Jam version.
There you
Where
go.
one side it's me, one side it's you, and you guys
I was
should do that
thinking
too.
that earlier this morning. I'm like, that would be a dope shirt.
For real, could do Bogey on one side, do JD on the other side, mix it all up. You have
We need a
Kidda
triplet
and-
shirt. Bogey, JD.
Yeah, for the NBA Jam version.
Yeah, that's
And then
oh,
I'll
there
get
it
my
is.
own version where
In
it's
the,
the
in the
Mouth from
words
the
of
Bay
Neon
and
Peacock, it
myself.
can be done.
Come on now.
Ooh, we need a it
Life
can
on
be done
Eureka,
t-shirt.
Eureka.
We need
There you go.
Plain Jane.
Hey, we don't got the Chicago Bane in the building today. We got the motherfucking Chicago Crooked Commission in the building.
Yeah.
Bane ain't in the building today, man. We can
Hey,
hear him loud.
JD, we need a quartet one. We need Kidda, myself, JD, Bogey,
The quartet joint, yeah.
and Peacock. We have all 5 in the boxes.
Hey, we need one with Kidda. We need one with me, Kidda, and then Barney Gumbo at the bar. Yeah, man. Or I'll be Mo, but it's Bo's Tavern.
Oh, shit.
Another one to get like a group of 4 on there is do the Ninja Turtle theme.
Ooh,
Everybody's
there you
a different color or whatever.
Oh my mama.
go. Hey, someone goes, hey,
Come on now.
like JD, you should be Master Splinter. He
There's
was like,
only 2
"Fuck
colors
no."
you'd see me in this, red or blue.
Right.
He was like,
you
hey,
need-
no rat at all.
Yeah,
For
my
real, for
mama.
real.
That shit still has to be done.
Since my team color is orange,
Clark
I'll be
did
more.
that.
Hey,
That was
Bogey,
Clark
you see
that
what
said
shirt
that.
I was representing today?
Who is it?
Here we go. Hold on. Let's give Lee a solo.
Yo, I got
Oh, there it is.
Bung.
That's what I'm talking about.
got my Bogey shirt
Y'all
on
up.
today.
Let's
Come
go.
on now.
Appreciate you.
I always represent my boys.
Come
Yeah,
on
man.
now.
The ear.
I think
The
I'll be
into
flying
the
into
fucking
Vegas.
You
with
can
my
start
JD
selling
shirt.
novelty ears.
I'll come into
Ah,
I'll come into Vegas with my JD shirt on.
fella.
Oh, right there. Lee, one day when we blow up, we can get you an iced out chain with an iced out ear on it.
Oh,
We'll
my
just
mama.
ice your ear out.
Oh, every day. Get
There
a
it
mold
is.
of that motherfucker.
So real quick, I just wanted to give my thoughts on the Caleb Williams situation.
Yeah.
Since I'm sure it's the white elephant in the room here. So it's one of those things where it's like we heard rumblings of that shit back in the draft last year.
Yeah.
So now all
Yeah.
of this is kind of confirming it, and so it's no longer hearsay or a rumor or may have been true or speculation.
No, it's out there now.
Yeah, it's no longer allegedly. It's a fact and whatnot coming out. So,
Doesn't look good for him.
no, it really does. It's kind of like one of those things where you're married to your wife, but then you find out like you were her second choice.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, he says he wanted to go to Minnesota too. That was his team he wanted.
yeah. So it's a little bit one of those like he better win now, because if he starts struggling and continues or doesn't develop and ends up being a bust, like the Chicago fans will definitely turn on him really, really quick.
And they'll want him gone.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. They'll turn on him really, really quick. So he needs, if he wins and produces and balls out,
Just
it's
shut him
kind of
up.
like almost no harm, no foul. Like whatever, we'll let bygones be bygones at that point. But if he is middling or just so or average, then he's definitely going to have that portion of Bears fans that are being like, you know what, get rid of this fucking guy. He don't want to be here anyways. Good riddance.
At least
So
we could, at least like, from the outside looking in, because I like, from my perspective, they're doing everything right by this kid, right? Like Lyndon Johnson, that's a big deal.
They got him a coach.
Yeah, they got him a coach that's an offensive-minded coach because it's always been Eberflus in the existence of this regime. So now they got an offensive-minded guy, which is usually what you do anyway. You should go contrast from what wasn't working, and then obviously you want to develop this kid because when if you have a defensive-minded head coach and you have a good OC, they always get poached once you have success. So this it's good to build the QB coach relationship. I think that's promising what they got there, bringing in all those weapons because that's what you're supposed to do. Have young weapons because this is the window where you don't have to pay nobody. And you know what I mean? And I think they're like a year away. You know what I mean?
So-
but it is funny to me because like the moment he's doing good, right? And you're gonna see them fans, motherfuckers are gonna come out with painted nails and shit. It's gonna be working, right? But the moment he does bad, they're gonna be like, yeah, fuck this guy with his painted nails and this and it. And he never even wanted to be with the team. And you know what? Fuck him. And you know what I mean?
No, I mean, like I said, it's going to go one or two ways. The guys are going to be like, and then you're right. Like if he's winning, yeah, they're going to feed into it. As cheesy as the bear claw shit is, like that's going to take off and more
Yeah,
fans
and
are
if
going
people are
to
gonna paint their nails so they can really show off their nails when they bear claw.
They'll be writing messages on their nails. Like I said, like we win or suck it or F, you know what I mean? Like Bears fans will kind of like Detroit sucks type of shit like that. They will fucking figure it out and do that if we're winning and whatnot. But like I said, if he's if he's average and we're like just like an 8-8 team or 7-10
Do you think
team,
they would start
shit
bringing
like that.
bear claws to the games and throwing it at them?
Like actual donuts and shit like that?
Yeah, the
yeah,
pastries.
maybe. Yeah, as he's going to the locker room, like that would at least be entertaining. You would be looking for your new QB at that point to be like, who's the most accurate guy that pegged him with the most donuts? Fucking,
He's like, yo,
as
he
he was
just
leaving
pinned him
and
from
shit
the-
like
what was
that.
that, level 3 over there?
Yeah, for real.
Just
like,
pinned him right there. In the
down
mask.
here, right here. We got a spot for you on the team. So
Only took you off because your TV was showing a little bit, bro.
Oh, my bad.
No, it's because of your camera. Remember how it follows you?
Oh yeah.
So it zoomed onto the
don't need that all
TV.
the time.
So just like I said, if
You
he's
good? Don't
winning
worry
and
about
he's-
it. We
and
can't
he's-
see it now.
Now we got your back.
Right.
But yeah, no, like I said, he just needs to win and kind of like
You
like
could
I
put
said,
us on the TV and then it's like we're in a paradox.
Yeah, I forgot that. I forgot I got YouTube TV on.
Let me see what I look like on camera, Mike.
Yeah, I used to put us on the TV when I'd go live, and then my daughter, she would trip out. She would like open the garage and look at me,
And then go look at
go
the
back
TV.
inside, and then look at the TV.
How are you in two different places at one time?
But like I said, just to finish up real quick. Like I said, I think bottom
That's a
line,
damn good topic.
he needs to win. He needs to
There you go, fellas, on the
continue to
TV.
develop there, and if he can continue to do that, like everything will be cool. But if not, then like I said, Bears fans will definitely be letting them hear it and shit like that, and kind of be.
I'll say,
You
looking
know
to
what
move
though,
on
big
and
bro?
whatnot, but-
You know, like kind of my thing is like, it's like, and I hate to, what I mean, fuck it. Y'all been terrible at the quarterback position, you know what I mean? And, walking
Yeah,
into
the
that,
same.
you know what I mean? It's like, bro, who the fuck want to walk into that? Not only just the history, but the motherfuckers that was in place to run the team as the head coach and the offensive coordinator and the defensive coordinator. Y'all had 3 motherfuckers calling plays last year. You know what I mean? 100%. Like, that dude, the one dude that was the interim, he got elevated twice in one season. You feel me? It was like a complete shit show. 100%. So now we got some stability of somebody that can handle the offense. The only thing with Ben Johnson is, can he run the offense and run the team at the same time? Is he gonna delegate to Bieniemy? I just found out that y'all had Bieniemy. I seen y'all coach was on Colin Cowherd yesterday, and I didn't know Bieniemy was on the staff. Here's a chance for Bieniemy to try and make a name for himself. You know what I mean? Because he was just in college last year. You feel me? 100%. So now he back in the NFL. So I think, like Bogey said, it is all they have made. This offseason has been tailored for Caleb to to succeed, and I think he is. Whether it's if he plays subpar and y'all getting the offs, then ain't nobody gonna be saying nothing. Or even if y'all go 9-8, it's a winning season, but still, bruh is in a new offense and he's grasping the offense. You feel me?
Yeah, his numbers just got to improve though. Like I said, like he finished with 20 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. So I mean, if the record is like 8 and 9, but he's now at 28 touchdowns, he's over 3,900 yards and 10 interceptions. Like that'll still be an improvement and look good and whatnot.
Yeah, we don't want to give him no interceptions. We want to be able to keep that foe. You know what I mean? That 26. I understand because you probably get more attempts and all that. You know what I mean? You expect him to throw the ball a lot more. But Ben Johnson also, he's also going to run the ball as well. You know what I mean? It's just not going to be like how we broke down Jared Goff's attempts for the last 3 years. You know what I mean? We got to see how he fits into this system and how he's adjusting to this system. So if he do throw 500 times, it's going to be at the low end of 500 times unless he's acclimating real fast to it. You feel me? So with them 4 interceptions, like I said, he was doing 360s in the pocket last year, bro.
No, absolutely. He was a lot of the times he was getting the ball and it was already time to run because the pocket was collapsing and whatnot. So, like I said, 500 times would be a bit too much. I just hope he's more efficient with the ball. He doesn't have to throw as much, but his accuracy or just kind of like have more.
I'm so selfish right now. I want him to throw like 520 times.
20 for 25 type of games.
500 attempts is on the low end because Rome, DJ, and they all had 100 attempts. DJ had 140. Rome had 101, and what's the other receiver that I'm missing right now? Oh, Keenan. Keenan had like 120. You know what I mean? So that's on the low end. And now with the weapons that y'all invested in, that 500 ball is going to be that's on the low end for him, 100%. And like you said, as long as it's more cohesiveness to the offense, as long and I think it's going to be because, like I said, with them 3 trades, even though that Jonah Jackson and fucking Thuney is OGs, the experience that they're going to help bring to this line to be able to adjust and not have bruh be off schedule so much. That's where it was like he was completely off schedule because it was a shit show.
No, 1,000%. Because looking back on it last year and even what's coming on with this reporting, like how much can you develop and learn in your first year when you're reviewing your own tape and like you're the only one in the film room. There's not coaches around you, in the film room. That he was telling his dad, he goes into the film room, just turns on the film and just watches it. And there's no one besides him kind of saying, this is where you did wrong. This is where your eyes should be. Where were your eyes at this moment? Why did you do this and stuff like that? So like, that's criminal for a rookie to be able to, that he's watching his own tape and doesn't have the kind of how Trubisky.
Well, I'm gonna blame that on the GM on polls and the ownership because they allowed Eberflus and the OC to groom this dude on the first, and they was on a lame duck contract anyways. They hadn't got extended and all that yet. So that's on polls, even though polls have made good moves and whatnot for personnel standpoint, but people to run the personnel, it's like, come on now. So here it is now. This will make a break for polls as well.
Oh, 1,000%. Yeah, 1,000%. And there's so much things that went wrong that you forget about things that also went wrong. Like his first defensive coordinator that he hired, they had to fire like week 2 into the season.
Yeah, for the FA stuff. I remember that.
The FBI was looking at them, and we still didn't really get clarification on what exactly that was all about.
It got swept under facts because we talked about it, I think, on the podcast.
For real. So, I mean, like I said, there was so much that was going wrong that you're forgetting about little things like that, and whatnot. And like I said,
I'm glad they fired Brett after that game, though. Because you could, you know what I mean? Like, it's like inadmissible. What is it? Inexcusable.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that poor clock management at the end, and boom, it just.
Yeah. You have a timeout in your pocket.
Situational football. And this kid doesn't know what to do. It makes him look stupid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the polls does have egg on his face. As much as he looks at some of these players and we praise them, but like, hey, that was a hit there. Or you made these right trades, these good trades that have seemingly worked out so far. he still has egg on his face because he should have fired Eberflus last season and gotten Ben
100%.
Johnson in here to start this process early. Because I think Ben Johnson is
He
kinda
held out for the Chicago job, if you ask me.
No, well, he's kind of saving the GM a little of embarrassment by when he's asked like, "Hey, would you have taken this job last year?" And he's like, "No, I don't think I was ready. I think I still needed to grow a little bit more and whatnot." That's bullshit. If he would have been offered the job last year, he would have fucking taken it last year.
Remember,
You know
he
what I mean?
turned down
But
the
it's better to
Falcons gig.
say no, I wasn't ready. I still needed. I was going to go back to Detroit to kind of save your GM to not make him look like a complete idiot. Compared to saying, "Oh no, I was ready. I would have taken the job."
I like
last
that
year,"
in my
you
head
know?
coach. That's a class act.
Yeah, he took one for the team. He's already
real.
taking bullets for the team at a young age. Bro ain't nothing but 39 years old, you know, and he been the OC for at least 3 years over there. You know what I mean? I might be selling him short 100%. So bruh
He was
has
part of that staff
grown up.
before that too.
Huh?
He was part of that staff before that.
See, there it is. Braden grew up in the motherfucking
organization.
organization. You know what I mean? So Brad is ready. But yeah, he definitely took one for his team right there. And Poles is a young dude too, as well. You know what I mean? So hopefully this is at least a 3-year experiment. You know what I mean? We're gonna watch that last year. Let's watch that and let's get these head coach, GM, and QB 3 years, 100%. And with the head coach being an offensive guy, like Bogey said, usually when it's a defensive guy and everybody is winning, kind of like the Philadelphia situation when they lost Steichen and Gannon when they went to their first Super Bowl, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
then one season was a break. They went 10 and something and then lost 6 straight games. But here it is now with Kellen and Vic, you know what I mean? You got the Super Bowl results. So we need a 3-year plan with this head coach and GM, bro.
Yeah, and I'm excited for Caleb because Caleb was
I am too.
Also one of those guys that was regarded as, you know, he was going to be one of them ones, right?
100%.
They that's what they were saying, you know what I mean? And like
and on my mama, and you know what
it always takes one of them ones to get to the situation that's bad though, right? To turn it around. So this could be that story, right?
100%. And then like fantasy wise, you know, shameless plug for another one of my videos, my running back video. But you know, DeAndre Swift had 70 targets with this dude in 2022, bro. He had a 15% target share, 100%. It's only Money Guy and fucking and Roshan over there, right? Caleb Williams was the second leading rushing attempts last year with 81, and then it was Roshan with 52. DeAndre Swift's role is locked in fantasy, bro. Y'all make sure y'all go get some shares of DeAndre Swift.
He's back with Ben Johnson.
There it is there, 100%.
Yeah. So he does know the system and
reunited, and it feels so.
And they
good.
definitely didn't emphasize that position in the draft at all.
7th round pick
later with my man, the Money Gang. What's his name?
Oh, Money Guy, Kyle Money Guy.
Kyle Money Guy.
Oh my mama,
Bogey. You should know who he is. You drafted him in our fantasy league. So I mean, like,
I was hyped.
Yeah, no, I was like, damn, all right, so much.
You know what though? It's like that day it was something I saw about like him and Roshan being in a battle. I'm like, oh, he's gonna beat Roshan.
Easily, bro. Easily.
I was like, he's gonna beat Roshan. I drafted him that day, and then someone said the same thing. He's like, damn it. He's like, I was gonna draft him because I saw that blurb. I'm like, all right, good. At least
bro, the quarterback
was the only ones at the end.
If the quarterback is the second leading rushing attempt on the motherfucking team, bro, like it tells you what type of time it was over there. 100%. So Monagai easily got the a path to the RB2 role on that team. Motherfucking Swift is easily locked in for whatever you want to lock him in as. He finished as the RB19 last year. You might even be able to get him up a little bit even more this year, 100%, because the volume is going to be there. The opportunity share going to be there, 100%. And the run game might be a little bit more efficient with the motherfucking investments they didn't have this year, bro. Like, man, hey, Chicago might be one of them offenses, like, you know, like might sneaky be 25 points per game, bro. 100%.
I'm not mad at that. What if they averaged like over the years, like 17 to something like that? To
a shit show,
15, something like that. But no, you know, I'd be good with that. I drafted Caleb, so you know, I'm cheering for that shit as well.
No, I definitely am too as well, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, nothing wrong with
I've been
picking your
picking
homer
auto
pick.
doomsdays
Hey, how
everywhere.
much
I even
time
took
does
Loveland
Jordan
just
have? I
because
know
I'm
his
like,
time's
yo,
running
you know,
out. He might
if
get
he's
auto
trying to
picks.
implement what he's doing,
Oh yeah, let's. Hey, Bogey, you got J Love's number?
I let him know that he was on. He's about to auto.
Yeah, he got
I
13
think
minutes
so.
left.
I want to see how much.
Oh, okay.
He got 13 minutes left.
Yeah, I did text him.
Shout out to he got Dan Marino left.
Yeah.
We
I
got
thought that was
Bakes a lot
Willie
in the
Beeman.
building. Top of the morning, Bakes a
What up,
lot.
Bakes?
And then Brandon said, if Caleb plays poorly, he'll go to the Steelers and then to the Jets.
What did he get? Green nail
Just
polish?
Justin Fields just laid the blueprint.
100%. And then Peacock said they never recover from the come with me. Hail Mary, what, come see. What do we have here now? Do you want to ride or die?
Hey, that was what Stevenson was hollering, bro. Stevenson had hit him up in his head, huh?
Come on now, them is facts.
He was ready to jump in the crowd like he was. Who was brother jumped in the crowd? Artez.
Artez, Jermaine O'Neal.
Yeah, he was.
Who else was on that Detroit team? I don't know. No, Rashid wasn't
was
there.
ready to jump in the crowd.
It
like
was
he
Indiana.
fucking-
It was
the
Indiana
Detroit
versus
boys,
Detroit. Oh my
Rashid might have been
mom.
on there. Rashid might have been there.
Rashid might have been there on my. Hey, I was just
Wallace?
watching the
Detroit.
podcast when they was just talking about that shit too.
Oh,
Was that like
That
Tajay
was like-
Prince and stuff?
Tayshaun Prince. Tayshaun Prince was a dog, bro. I remember him.
Oh, that was with
Hey,
Kentucky.
who did they take over Carmelo in that draft? That 7-footer European. What was his name?
Oh, I forget. Oh,
Detroit
Oh,
took him over
Darko?
Carmelo. Darko Nelic.
Dirko
No,
Minkovic, right? Yeah.
Darko
Milic.
Minkovic, some shit like that.
Milovic.
Something like that, bro.
Yeah.
On my mama.
Yeah, that motherfucker was a giant.
not going to be here anymore. That's all that matters.
Right. They passed on Carmelo. That's crazy.
Carmelo just
Who
won
was
that
this? Who
natty,
drafted him
too.
over him? Oh, Detroit.
Darko Milicic.
Yeah, Detroit
Yes,
did.
Detroit did.
That guy.
Yeah, the
that
Pistons
guy.
were good during that time.
Yeah, they was.
Yeah, they won one early.
What was Ben? What was the center's name? Ben what? Ben Wallace.
Ben
Ben
Wallace.
Wallace. There you go.
Rip
Yeah, I
Hamilton.
said Rasheed Wallace. Sorry, I meant to say Ben Wallace.
No, they had Rasheed Wallace too.
Oh, they had both the Wallace. Okay,
Yeah, they
okay,
did.
I had it right
Oh
the
my
first time,
mama,
too.
and they had Rip Hamilton. Rip Hamilton, the
So
mid-range
Rasheed
game,
Was he part of that squad that got one?
And Chauncey.
and Chauncey on my mama.
Didn't they beat the Lakers
Chauncey, a Denver native.
in one of them years?
Who?
Didn't they beat the Lakers in one of them finals?
Yeah, they did. They
Yeah.
had Kobe. They had Kobe, rest in peace. They had Karl Malone on that team. They had Gary Payton on that motherfucking team. They had a
Karl
shitload
Malone
of
greased
motherfuckers
him
on that
one?
Laker team. Huh?
That's when they were trying to buy a
Karl
championship.
Malone actually greased him one.
Yeah, Karl Malone and fucking Gary Payton was on that fucking team.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, word. I didn't know Karl Malone.
That's
was on
like
that team.
2004 or 03. The Lakers could have won, I think, 3 in a row. Oh my
Yeah,
mama.
did Eminem have the #1 selling album that year?
Probably.
I think it was a Marshall Mathers LP, huh? It was those years.
Might have been.
Yeah,
The good old
early,
days.
early
I think they call
2000s.
those the good old days.
Okay, so Karl Malone just jinxed the Lakers years later. Because remember when they lost
He
to
was
Boston?
ring hopping.
Yeah, they were all chasing.
Oh,
They were all
my
putting
mama.
together like an
Hi,
all-star.
my
team.
name's Karl Malone. Who's
Yeah, Gary Payton.
the man show.
Gary
That shit was
Payton ended up getting one with Miami with Shaq and D Wade.
funny. Okay,
Yo,
look at GP.
I think he did. I
think
want
he
to
hopped
say
with the
I'm
best
not
of them.
100%. I'm not 100% on that, but I think he did.
I think that's where the whole noise came up with Karl Malone and Kobe's wife, where Karl Malone was hitting on Kobe's wife or something like that.
Get the fuck out of here.
Word.
You don't remember that?
No.
Decades, bro.
I don't know if
That's
you tapped
crazy.
that. Pause.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
Karl
like-
Malone got a fucking 14-year-old pregnant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Karl
I heard
Malone's a
about
piece
that.
of shit.
Yeah,
I heard about
100%.
He's one of those weirdos.
100%. Oh my mama. Peacock said Caleb Williams is sus as, and that's the main reason why I didn't draft him in fantasy.
Hey, you know what's
Everyone
crazy?
has
Probably
Shout
his
out to
nails.
the cat man. I was making fun of Caleb like crazy, and he was like, "Bro, his mom owned a nail salon, so he grew up like in a nail salon. I was like, oh, okay. He was kind of using it to peel some bitches then.
He was flashing his
Like,
face.
hey, girl, hey, come through the nail shop. You know, like he said he did it through like as a grown, like all the way to his teenage years and everything. You know what I mean?
Oh my mama. Hey,
So I'm
Brandon.
like, oh, if he plays for our team, then he was definitely using it as part of his game.
Oh
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
no, he
Like,
definitely played for our team. He just one of them gin, whatever they is. You
Okay,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
They, you
Man,
know
we
what I
need
mean?
a Caleb shirt with all these nail colors on it.
Ah.
hey, look, we can make a lot of money
Brandon.
here.
Hey, Brandon, where you at? I got it. Look what Peacock said, Brandon. How you feel about this? Peacock said week 1, 80-yard TD to the Scottish Live McLaurin. Touchdown will be called back because of Laramie Tunsil's illegal procedure. How you feel about that, Brandon? Do you concur with that right there, big bro? That's crazy. Hey,
He means the original Laddie.
shit.
The
Hey, we got
original
a
Laddie
celebrity.
McLaurin.
Look, we got a celebrity in the fucking building, man. Shout out to Jake from fucking State Farm. We appreciate you for
Yeah,
pulling
man.
up. He
Jake,
got
we
a fucking
appreciate you.
fantasy question for us. 10-team dynasty league. Which side would you rather have? He about to drop the trade for us.
Okay,
I
go
didn't know-
ahead, Jake.
I didn't know Jake from State Farm played for fantasy, bro. What's up,
I mean,
bro?
come
We
on, bro.
appreciate
You
you.
know,
He's probably on
he got the
Mahomes'
best
team.
insurance
He's
plan.
on Mahomes' team.
Hey, Jake from State Farm, why y'all just raise the rates in California 17%, bro? Please
I
tell
don't
me
think
why.
Jake has anything to do with that
And
part. Jake's
and
I think they
homeowners
got Jake as the
insurance.
fall guy, man.
No, but he worked for the company, so he better
That
let
is
me
true.
know.
He's in there.
I'm
He
just
sits on
playing,
it.
man.
He does sit in the meetings.
Let us know what the trade is, though, Jake.
Yeah, after
Oh,
you're
my
done, we're done evaluating your trade. I got a claims question for you as well.
Talk about it.
Go ahead, talk about it.
Yeah, no, it's my personal claim here. My roof's caving in. Why is it taking so long to get it paid off?
The roof.
The roof is on fire. But
Is it 100 degrees out there today, big bro?
it's getting there. I don't think it's quite 100, but I think it's like in the 90s.
Rona, B.
It's in the
Arizona gets
mid-90s.
fucking- That's
Mid to
different
high
hot
90s.
over there.
Yeah, that should have beat the shit out of you, bro.
Fort
You
Worth's
know, what's
94
crazy
right now.
was like, I mean, maybe
Yeah.
because I was just like an alien to this type of shit, but like, I remember the first time I ever went to Arizona was probably like 2005-ish. But then like I'm going to the mall in Phoenix and I'm at the gas station, but then they got the mist machines everywhere. So I'm just like, oh, this is fire. I was just chilling in the mist machines. And then I get to the mall and outside the mall, they had mist machines too. I was like, oh, this is dope. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, cause you know, it was unbearable, but when you're walking into the mist, like they had the mist machines everywhere.
They help
awesome.
because it's fucking nobody would go out and go anywhere because they would have
Yeah,
people.
everybody come
Yeah,
out
you
at
could die.
nighttime. When
You
we
could
stay in
die for
Scotts,
real.
the 2 years we did the draft in Scottsdale, bro, we'll go hit the little woo out where everything at in Scottsdale. You know what I mean? 10
Yeah.
o'clock, bro. It's going down till 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning.
Yeah, because as soon as that sun
Scottsdale
comes up, that
popping, too.
temperature goes up real quick.
100. Hey,
You
bro,
better find yourself a pool.
100%, because I'll be one of the first ones up in the draft house because I gotta have my coffee. So I'm up 5:36 in the morning. It's already 80 degrees, bro. 100%. You
I was about to ask.
you sweating while you drinking your coffee, bro. 100%.
Facts.
Oh,
Yeah. Those are
So,
not
like,
good times.
I remember
Those are the bad
My
times.
folks, so a bunch of my family, they started migrating out that way during that time. Like a bunch of like the elder, like my mom's like elder. First of all, there's 14 of them on my mom's side. So like,
Oh, wow.
and she's like in the middle of the age ranges, right? So some of
That's
the older
incredible.
ones back in them eras, they started moving out there, and they were moving to Maricopa. They're just building all kind of shit out there. And then they had like a Harris out there, and then like so my folks, they had a crib out there and it was furnished. And so every time I'll be out there, like doing like, you know, like Bogart things, I would just stay over there. Or me and my mans, we had, you know, we would stay over there. And it was just, it was nothing going on out there but the casino. But like, we go out to Scottsdale and Scottsdale was popping, bro. And like, but going back to Maricopa, it smelled like shit round the clock. Like actual manure. Because it was
Yeah.
like all the ranches everywhere during
Yeah,
that
there's
time. I'm pretty sure they knocked them all down now because that's what was going on. Is a lot of people were selling their shit, putting fucking the country clubs in this motherfucker for real.
Yeah, you'd run into that for sure.
Yeah,
Just
the
like
wildest
those
shit I
farms.
saw I saw this pretty frequently too. So maybe you could fill me in on this. Cause like before I had children, I was down with this shit. But like, cause I used to like doing risk taking shit. But like, I'd be on the highway over there, and then in the distance, like in the desert, you see the motherfuckers with the little wind sail thing. You know what I mean? And I was like, that shit hard. Have you ever done that?
With the what thing? What
It's like this little wind sail thing, but they're kind of like on a big surfboard, but it has
okay.
a sail.
Oh yeah. It has like the boat kind of looks like a boat,
Yes.
but
And they're smashing, bro.
yeah.
And like, okay. So then this one time I was in Arizona, and I'd already seen this hella times before, but then so now this is the first time I seen this. It was a fucking like a dust storm thing. And you can see it just coming in the distance, right? And I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit. And we're driving on the freeway, and you just see it like coming in the distance, like in the desert. And then you see just a bunch of these fools with their fucking wind sail things. Like, I'm like, oh, these fools are savages.
That's crazy. I've never seen that before, but yeah, I know what
Okay,
you're talking
yeah.
about. Those are like the haboos, I think they're called, or something like that. It's like a wall of dust and wind for like.
Yeah, and these fools were out there like going towards it.
That's
I gotta
crazy.
find where we did the pool party at. I'm gonna ask you if you've been to this spot before, Cricket. Give me a second. Let me pull up. Let me see if I can find where we
Man, I
did.
remember I was through Tucson in like 07.
Yeah, that's where I did my high school years.
business.
Holy shit! I just pulled out a Herbert card. Okay.
And Tucson was like super like fucking hood, bruh. Or maybe at least wherever I was
Two
at.
Stoned, Arizona.
Is that where Brock Purdy from? Is Tucson?
Is
No,
it?
he was in Chandler. He's more up here in Phoenix area.
That's where my sister lives in
Yeah,
Arizona.
because Purdy, Parsall, and Cowan, all three of them dudes is from Arizona.
Oh, okay, I didn't
And
know
they're
about
all, I
Purcell.
think they're all Cardinals fans too, growing up.
Whoops.
On my mama. Yeah,
Alright,
they all
alright.
three,
Way to
all
play
three of
for-
them dudes.
I like it though, because that means like listen, what's his name? Travis Kelce, he grew up a Cleveland Browns fan, bro. Every time he played the Browns, he would tear them up.
Oh, it was beef.
That's just like
it
with
was
the
like almost
it was
like 'cause
beef
it was
for
his favorite
sure.
team, because he just showed out for some, right? You know what I mean?
100% is
Some-
beef.
yeah, Kittle's the same way with us, with Kittles.
Oh
from
yeah, because
Chicago.
Chicago's his favorite team.
Yeah.
Holy
He does talk like a Chicago dude. Now that I think about it. Hey guy, hey yeah. You ever see him do that?
Hey, JD,
JD?
check out his pulled out.
So it's like
Nico
yeah.
Collins rookie card.
Who is that?
Nico Collins rookie card.
Oh, that's federal, bro. I ain't mad at you.
Sorry, Peacock.
Let me have it.
And hey, Peacock said, dude, my car insurance went up. What's up, Jake? Where you at, man? We got some questions
Yeah.
for you while you got questions for us, Jake. Pull
Yeah,
back up.
we love to help. Because then I need some insurance. Maybe we could have an exchange here.
Yeah, we need to get some questions
You
answered.
feel me? It's a GWN insured.
Bruh, his shit really say Jake from State Farm. Jake
Yeah, it
SF.
does. It's crazy.
Oh, my mama.
That's him.
We need you to pull back up, big bro.
It's really him.
That shit crazy.
What's the other one with the old girl and they didn't switch her up a few times now? Flo, was that her name?
No,
just a
Flo,
white bogey.
yeah, Flo's still in the building though. Flo the same bride.
Oh, word. Okay. Wow, she doesn't age. That Flo. I
Everything.
mean, she just looked like she was 40 forever.
She done made a fucking a lifetime earnings off that shit because she been around for at least, like you said, maybe 10, 15. I don't know, bro. She been
Man,
around
even
for
longer than that, I think.
Probably, bro.
I mean, 20 years ago is only what, 2005?
That shit crazy. But that's like the chick from the Toyota commercial. She been around for a long time. Like, them motherfuckers really be eating off that shit. That shit is a nationwide commercial.
Oh,
100%.
Young doing Toyota back in the day.
Yeah, he was.
Remember there was the one, right, where he's like at the hardware store or he's like at a Home Depot or some type of like that, and he puts the little fucking plant, the little planters, like he had like little pots with plants in it. He puts it on top of his car, and then he jumps in the car, and he's driving around, and everyone's going like this to him. Yeah, like trying to point to him. He's like, yeah, number one.
Yeah. Oh,
He's
my
like, yep,
gosh.
we number one. And they're like, no, Steve. They're like driving past him. Steve, honking at him. He's like, yep, number one.
Come on
He's driving
now.
with the thing on it.
That's my quarterback. Look, that's my quarterback. Better not nobody say nothing about that. Steve, you're not my
See, that's why I
quarterback.
love T.O., man.
Oh, my mama.
T.O. set the precedence for like Ocho and all them other motherfuckers after him.
Come on now.
Antonio Brown. I guess Antonio Brown got one, huh? I was about to say all the
Man.
motherfuckers that couldn't get one, but they're still polarizing.
AB was a cold dude, boy.
He got one. He probably still could have played until like this year. This year probably would have been when he retired, or last year probably would have been his last year if he just wasn't crazy in the head. Because you know what I'm saying, like, listen, he ran routes so well, you double move, motherfuckers.
Hands. But he was taking
He
kickoff
held it.
returns to the house, punt returns to the house.
Everything,
Hey, AB was a cold dude, bro.
right?
6th
But now
round
he's
pick.
like the GOAT on Twitter.
He's a 6th round pick, bro.
Yeah, he was returning them punts in that Super Bowl they lost. That was his rookie year.
Oh, excuse me.
I forget who was that.
Hey, turn your TV down, Lee.
Oh, my bad. I'll pause it.
You good?
The bust.
Any takeaways from the schedule? Since anybody been able to dive into it?
Yeah,
Let
I've
us
been
know in
looking
the
at.
chat.
I've been. You know what I've been doing? I've been doing the defenses.
Watch this. Somebody pull up Carolina's woo-wop.
You want to pull up the Panthers?
Yeah, watch this. This is something I had to take for Ted McMillan already.
All right,
Look at all the cornerbacks he's gonna play.
2025.
And then look at all the news of him, like, you know, even though it's probably minuscule, what they're saying today that he's like, you know, he's the one coming on slowly. Pause. I just like, you know what I mean? He the expectations aren't going to be that high for me for Tet this year because he's going up against some pretty good corners there on his schedule.
Okay, here we go right here. Some vivid seats. We got the Panthers at Jacksonville week 1. Panthers at the Cardinals week 2. Falcons at Panthers. There you go, your first big matchup.
Yep, AJ Terrell right there. What was the week 1 right there?
Jaguars and then Cardinals, both on the road.
Shit, watch they put motherfucking. Oh no! What did they put Trav on him, bro? He erased Tet.
They gonna put Hunter on him, big bro.
Oh my god, he erased Tet in college.
Oh,
Okay,
he's a
continue. So
fool.
we got AJ Terrell week 3.
And then we got Christian Gonzalez in the New England
Christian
Patriots.
Gonzalez week 4. Oh, that's bad.
And we got Jalen Ramsey if he's still there week 5.
Okay, and that would probably be the one that's probably the one where if he could, because that was the first big Marv game too. Remember that?
Come on
Against
now.
Jalen Ramsey last year. Well, I mean, Jalen Ramsey fell down on one of those plays, and then Marv was gone. But okay, continue.
Then we got Trayvon Diggs and the Dallas Cowboys with Deron Bland back on the field at the same
Yeah,
time.
and now Trayvon Diggs a complete year off removed, or 2 years now off that ACL. He's back.
What's the word in Dallas about Deron Bland, Lee?
What about? Is he playing? Or?
He looking healthy or anything?
Oh, that's right. He tore
I
his
don't
shit
follow
last year
counts
too,
at all.
huh?
Yeah, Deron. I know, but you in the area though.
Well,
you the ear to the streets.
Yeah.
When you get a chance, let me know with Deron Bland.
They say he's full go for camp. That's about it.
See, there it is. There we get him and Diggs together. Oh my mama. And then we got Tet versus Sauce Gardner. We got the Buffalo Bills and the Panthers. I don't know who.
Tyron Johnson came into his own last year, and you know what I'm saying. So that's not a soft matchup at all.
There we go. Then we got the Panthers at the Packers. If they got Jair's still,
Jair Alexander, if he's there, he's on a race mode.
100%. We got the Saints.
So the Saints, this is a good matchup for him finally. Because on paper, did they address their corner? Did they go up and I remember they went and got offensive line early. I'm pretty sure they addressed corner at some time in that draft. But yeah, for what it's worth, that's probably wow. And we're so deep into the year.
Well,
Yeah.
I did something last night was top fantasy football DSTs based on the schedules. I would go with Arizona, Denver, New England, Pittsburgh, San Fran, and Miami with the 116.
Yeah, we don't play DSTs.
Yeah, I know, but I know that.
Yeah, no, just
I know we play.
Okay, hold on. So what week are we? The Saints is week 10.
Yeah.
The second Saints game is November 9th. It doesn't say what week it is.
Okay. Oh, that's the second Saints game already. Okay, so yeah,
Yep.
so maybe he balls out on the Saints twice there.
And then we got the second Falcons game.
Okay, AJ Terrell again.
Oh, I take that back. That's the first Saints game because the next Saints game is coming up.
Okay.
Then we got the Panthers at the Niners Monday Night Football.
Okay.
Then we got the Rams at the Panthers. And then we
Okay,
got
and the
the
Rams.
Carolina
Okay,
at
so-
New Orleans. So that's the second time right there. December 14th is the second time.
Thematically, the
Panthers
Niners
play
and the Rams
Saints.
don't have like a shutdown corner, but like our secondaries are good. So
And then after the second Saints game, you got the Panthers at the Bucks.
ooh, that's a soft matchup there on paper. They did drop a corner, but it wasn't like super duper high up either. So I like that. I like that matchup.
Then Seattle at Carolina.
Okay, and that should be bad for him on paper.
And then Carolina finishes up at Tampa Bay.
And as a rookie, he's gonna draw all these guys. Like he's not gonna not draw these guys. He's coming in as the de facto number one. So yeah, that kind of scares me for a Tent McMillan.
Let's get
That
caught
was,
up.
that was one of the first ones I looked at, and I was like, "Oh, I'm probably not having Tent in a redraft."
Oh, Jake from State Farm put his.
Yeah, we're
All
gonna
right.
get caught
Shout out
up.
to
We're
Jake.
gonna get caught up right now. Peacock said he got an autograph rookie Nico Lee.
No,
And then Jake said, LO, I don't work for them. Honestly, F them. I'm for raising rates since the fight. Oh, yeah, you sound like you from California. Or are you in
Yeah.
tune? I'm glad
He
you said
sounded like he was the original Jake before they switched it up on him in the commercial.
Hey, I appreciate you for being in tune of what's going on, Jake, on my mama. That's exactly where I was going with it at, on my mama. I appreciate you, big bro. But he said 10-team dynasty. He got BTJR, Brian Robinson, or A-Chain and Nico. Wide receivers are JJ, Amon-Ra, Neighbors, BTJR, Higgins, Myers, Watson, Pollard, B-Rob, Najee, Jay Hunter, Jay Brooks, and Ray Davis.
Is it Bijan Robinson or Brian Robinson?
It's Brian Robinson.
Brian
It's
Robinson.
B-Rob the mob.
Oh, okay, yes. Okay, it's the mob.
He
So-
says
and
the
we have
other
to
team.
choose-
He says the other team has Gibbs, A-Chain, and Irvin. Would you trade any of those if it doesn't work? So here we go. Give me a second.
If I can get Gibbs, if I could, then he needs running back too. So he has H-Man. So yeah, because Brian Robinson's probably like a year away, if not this year, from not being a guy anymore. You know what I mean?
So what I'm thinking is he's with him having Brian Robinson, he's trying to upgrade at wide receiver, right? I mean running back, excuse me.
Yeah.
Because if Jake, are you the BTJR and the B-Rob side, and you're in the trade proposal is A-Chain and Nico? So
Because I'm okay with that. As much as I love BTJ, I really do love Nico a lot too. You know what I mean? Like probably more than I love because I've been rocking with Nico for the last couple of years. And to get H-Chan, that's the immediate upgrade he needs. But if I can maybe be like, yo, fuck that, give me Gibbs, Gibbs and Nico.
right. Because in order for me to come up off of BTJR,
Yeah, you
even
gotta
though
be- you gotta
A-Chain,
be
even though
powerful.
A-Chain is a volume king. He didn't had 1,000, damn near 1,000 yards last year, and then he had like 70 fucking receptions or 60 something receptions, high 60
That's
receptions
insane.
last year. So he had like almost a 1,500 yard season with the TDs. Like it's kind of unreal what A-Chain is doing. But I love Jahmyr Gibbs for him to do what he did and to have 50 less carries than what Bijan had, bro, last year. It's like, look. Hey,
Wow.
Jameer is taking it from the house from any fucking where, bro. I'm a
Yeah.
Jameer Gibbs over Bijan 100%. So I'm definitely with Bogue on trying to go get Jameer over A-Chain 100%.
Yeah. And then you know you could leverage it by saying, listen, bro, this is dynasty. I want a better running back. And like you're giving me an older receiver, I'm giving you a sophomore. And like, you know, boom, Brian Robinson, for what it's worth, is still got some youth, right? Like he's not like it's super old. And then if I have to dress it up a little more, maybe I'll sweeten the deal up and throw in a Ray Davis or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he said the
Like,
players
at
that
that
are
point,
listed
I'm just
as
trying to throw in
his.
whatever else I can dress it up that doesn't hurt my starting lineup. And I can
Okay.
bring over Gibbs and Nico.
Is there a way? Okay, so look, is there a way for him to get A-Chain and Nico without giving up BTJR? And this is his other players. He got Jettis, he got Amon-Ra, he got Neighbors, he got BTJR. I don't know if that's T. Higgins or Jalen Higgins. He got Jacoby Myers, Watson, Brian Pollard. I mean Tony Pollard, Brian Robinson, Najee.
Okay, there it is. I'm taking Pollard. I'm taking Myers and the Higgins, and I'm trying to pack and Brian Robinson. I'll just try to see if because that seems like an overpay. That's really not. You know what I mean? It's a 10-teamer, right? So if I can chunk those up and bring back Nico and Gibbs, and then if that guy wants to throw in any other garbage on top of it behind it, fine. Because I want to feel like I'm having the best player in this trade. And without giving up BTJ, because he has
So go for like a 4 for 2.
You can spare a BTJ, but I still want to see if I can pull this off by keeping all of them.
100%. So go for like a 4 for 2, like he said, big bro. Throw in Higgins and Myers, Pollard and B-Rob, and see if bruh bite. You might even, well, I mean, the hype on Amarion, you might not get no hype. You might not get no bite on Najee, but Washington didn't do too much. So you still got Eckler. So B-Rob do have a little bit of value for sure, especially, you know what I mean, if come with, well, you know, you trying to pull the trigger now.
Yeah.
You know what
And
I mean?
like-
So
and
we can't wait for the
here's thing,
season.
That's
So
probably, even if to spare like the dancing, because if that guy's not going to go for that, you got to throw in BTJ.
I'm not throwing BTJ in that, bro.
If I'm going to get a Gibbs and a Nico, I think that's kind of, that might, you know what I mean? A BTJ.
You can't get a Gibbs in it. Well, I mean, more power to you if you can, but if you
I'm trying to get the
Gibbs,
Gibbs and Nico, that's where I'm aiming for here. Because that was, you know, he was trying to, this guy was already trying to offer Nico and Achane. So that means he's already
the number one running back for a whole bunch of RB2s. I don't know if
that's why BTJ's got to be in there because I want to bring. So I'm going to dress. It's going to be BTJ plus Higgins plus Pollard and then Brian Robinson, and I feel like that might give me a solid shot at Nico and Gibbs.
Yeah, I like the 4 for 2 for the for that 100%.
And then. And I'm okay being heavy on the
because I got it because if I get the 4 for 2, if I get the 4 for 2 for A-Chain and Nico and keep out BTJR,
I like
he
that
got Nico, and he already got Jettis, Amon-Ra and Neighbors. If you get A-Chain and Nico or Gibbs and Nico without giving up BTJR, it's like, bro, you're completely stacked everywhere. We just don't know what your quarterback
road to the chipper.
I don't want to give up too much. I don't know, bro. He's damn near stacked. It's looking like he just needs one piece of a RB.
10
you know what I mean?
teams. Like the RBs are hard to get off people's hands, and then and so normally if I just have 1 or 2, that's good. I feel okay because the PPR I'm trying to
100%, and that's why I wouldn't be giving up. I wouldn't be trying to be too enthusiastic to get rid of BTJR with Jettis, Amon-Ra, and Neighbors. That's why some, Higgins and Myers, Pollard and Robinson, I'll be trying to go for a 4 for 2 without giving a BTJR.
And I'm gonna be real too. At the end of the day, if none of this transpires, he still can go to a 10-team leagues. It's all about being top heavy. He's top heavy than a motherfucker.
100%.
And he has usable running backs. If you only need to start 2, you're still okay going to war with this team.
Yeah, let us know what your tight end is. Instead of trying to upgrade at the running back position, try and upgrade at the tight end
Because
position.
Pollard, he's usable. He's gonna get low.
100%. You know, Pollard was
I'm
on
only on
my
Pollard
list
these days
last
because
year.
of you.
Oh, my
Because I was
God.
wrong last year.
Hey, that's why iron shopping iron on the Gen Wealth Network,
Yeah,
man.
come on.
100%.
And like he's gonna carry a load, so just minus the name, you shouldn't care at that point, right? Brian Robinson, you know what I mean? He's gonna be on a good offense that has a rushing QB, so there's gonna be lanes open for him. And as long as he doesn't get hurt, he should be the guy. You know what I mean? So he has usable running backs, and then just be heavy. Then he's just heavy hitting that receiver, and that's usually how I rock anyway. That's why I'm okay with his team.
I ain't mad at that.
In next year's draft, you just target running backs. You know what I mean? Because honestly, I would be mad like after 2 years from now and Gibbs is falling off, or 3 years from now, and then like BTJ is still running strong, and I'm like, I shouldn't have made that trade 4 years ago. You know what I mean?
I have a question for you fellas. Which quarterback do you think is going to have a better sophomore season? Caleb, Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix, Drake May, or Penix?
Like who's gonna? If it's based on comparison to the year prior, then it's probably all of them, but Jaden Daniels.
Yeah.
And then if it's based on just like against each other, like who's going to produce more this year? I mean, shit. I mean, I think it's.
I think
it's either Caleb or Drake May because of the investments them teams made for those teams.
Yeah, based on last year, right? Like they're going to take a step
100%.
forward based on what they did last year, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Bo Nix and Jaden Daniels, they set the bar pretty high, but I still think they could. I still think they could. It'll be them too in order.
100%. They
It'll
definitely
be like
can
Jaden
elevate.
Daniels and Bo Nix, like that are going to.
And you got to remember, Jaden Daniels was only throwing for like 25 times a game. You know, his completion percentage was damn near in the 70s, but he was throwing insane. 25, 27 times a game, 22. He was going 20 for 23s at one point, shit like that. You feel me? So now they might be able to take the training wheels off in the Cliff Kingsbury offense because it's his fucking second year. And with them Jalen, the two wide receivers that they brought in later in the draft, it's like, look, they trying to invest in him as well, bro. But like Peacock said, 80-yard TD to Scottish Lad McLaurin, and then it calls back because
shout out,
show the motherfucking drummer some love.
Yeah, man.
Oh, my mama. Shout out
to drummer Pete, producer Pete.
Oh, my mama. We got our man from New Zealand in the building. What's going on,
What's
Brent?
happening, man? What time is it over there down under? Or I guess that Australia's down there, but New Zealand, they're on that hemisphere though. So.
Yeah, they right there by each other, not too far on my mama. Brett said Carolina and Jack 32 to 30. T.O. sleeping in a hyperbaric chamber. I remember that shit.
Yeah.
Stingley Lassiter on Puka and Adams week 1.
Oh, that's nasty.
It's Jalen Cokehead season this year.
Hey, I saw Peacock just picked them up too.
The Bryans or Nico and A-Chain taking the Nico side. And then he said it's T. Higgins, not Jaden Higgins.
See, there you go. I'm willing to part with Higgins.
He said,
if I could even try to see if I could do a 4-for-1 Gibbs, I would do it.
So here we got a little bit more context to it. He said, I'll try that. From our talks, I think he wants one of those top wide receivers if Gibbs is in the deal. So at least I assume he wants BTJR. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm saying I would rather go for the A-Chain and Nico for the 4-for-2 because I don't want to give up BTJR. Yeah, I really don't, on top of the receivers that he has already. So if I'm able to add A-Chain and Nico with everything I have already, man, it's like, bruh, come on now. That's why I wouldn't even think about getting Gibbs right now.
Yeah, and think about this too. We're going into year 4 of Gibbs.
Year 3.
3?
Year 3.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I mean, it's just I guess it's just the way I'm wired. You can remove the name, even if it's Bijan or any of these guys. I still want the receivers.
100%. And I mean, you know what I mean? But on top of that, if we pull up this where they finished last year, Gibbs, even though Gibbs was the RB1, A-Chain wasn't too far away. You know what I mean? And A-Chain gonna win you weeks just based on this motherfucker get 10 to 12 rushing attempts and 10 to fucking 12 targets damn near, bruh. And he be
That
hitting
is
for
crazy.
175 some games in 3 teeth, man. Like that motherfucker A-Chain is like, look, bruh, we might got 2 more seasons of where he producing at right now, and you might not want to miss that train, bruh.
Yeah, and then and like I'm still gonna reiterate too. If it is if the dancing starts going nowhere, just stay put for now. It never, you know, what's always the best thing in negotiations if you go, you know what, I'm gonna chill for a sec.
Yeah, you don't gotta force a trade. That's how I feel. If the trade don't feel right for me, I'm not forcing it. So we
I'm the
can
same way.
we can go back and forth for a minute, but I'm just not gonna be trading to be trading. If I'm not feeling comfortable about it, I'm not pressing accept.
I might
It's not
even
gonna happen.
I might even look at what I can, what some other things that I might like. Okay, I got Ray Davis. Let me go see what the James Cook guy is talking about. Maybe I could with the news of James Cook trying to hold out or something. Maybe I can wiggle James Cook up out of him. Pause. You know what I mean? And see if I could send some kind of package deal that involves none of my fucking stars, really. Yeah, because and 10 teams I'm trying to get top heavy. I've never done a 10-team dynasty, but I was in a 10-team keeper league for a long time, and that one, you know what I mean? It was similar, but yeah, I'd always just wait for the next year and target running backs, and most of the smart people kept receiving.
And he let us know who his tight ends and QB is, but Peacock said just answer the automated spam call. Can I pretend that I was also a robot and it just hung up?
That's hella funny.
Everything.
Oh,
Yo,
because there is the spam blockers that will answer and fuck with them.
Oh my mama.
Yeah.
Then Jake said that team has Kincaid. I have Jonnu, and I drafted Ferguson from the Rams rookie, who I'm high on. I am too. 2nd round pick, bro. 6'5", 240, can run routes. Then he has Caleb Williams and JJ McCarthy. So with Jonnu, you like, bruh. The same thing with A-Chain. That's why I like fucking Tyreek and Waddle. And I think Waddle only missed 2 games last year. 100%. 3 at the most, maybe 4 at the most. So Jonnu and A-Chain was the motherfuckers that own in fucking Miami last year. 100%. So I'm not mad at with the Jonnu thing. I don't know if Jonnu repeats a top 5 performance again, but the way that he was getting work last year, Paul,
he was getting peppered.
He got action at doing it again, though, bro. I'm not predicting it, but I'm saying is highly likable that he has the path to do it again.
I mean, it's not like that offensive line is going to fucking massively improve in over 1 year. And they A-Chan, we saw this with his rookie year, but of course Mostert was still heavily involved, right? So then the sophomore year comes around, and it worked with A-Chan prior, so they continued it and expanded on it. It worked with Jonnu last year. It's not far-fetched to say they don't go into this year and expand on that too. You know what I mean?
Miss Facts. Jake said, thanks for your time. Nah, bro. Thanks for you. We appreciate you pulling up, big bro.
Make sure you sub up to wherever you found us at. You know what I mean? Because we are multi-streaming, simulcasting from about 7 different destinations. So, you know what I mean?
And all it takes is for you to pull up one time, bro. We ain't gonna forget you, especially with a name like that, bro. Yeah. Hey, man, you welcome around these parts whenever you want to. We talk this fantasy shit damn near 7 days a week, especially now that we getting closer to the fucking season about to pop off, bro. We firing this motherfucker up all the time. So like Bogey said, man, appreciate you. If you sub up, you fucking with the content, man. We appreciate you, big bro. Oh, my mama.
Shout out to Jake from State Farm. We know people in high places. I don't believe him when he says he's not him. He's supposed. They tell him to say that. It's in his contract.
and then Brett said Drake May for sure about Lee's question. Sophomore slumps for everybody. Just joking.
Mac Jones with Josh McDaniels, his rookie year. Almost 4th out. Wow.
Yeah, 100%. They was a playoff team.
You can get almost 4th out. Wow, plus maybe the 500 on the ground. Maybe that's a little stretch.
Shout out to Trey Henderson. If you didn't get no shares of Trey Henderson, you might want to try and go trade for him now.
I know I don't have any Trey Hendrickson, bro. I'm trying. I think like I try to send Olave for Hendrickson in the Heart to Start dynasty, and I got no action.
Do I got no? I got Henderson over there.
Is it you? Okay, it might not have been that.
I got Henderson. I got
I
Henderson.
send you Olave from.
I think I got hell no. I got
I think I might have asked you already.
I don't know. Well, let me go
said,
double
"Hell
check. Let me go double check because I
I
think
don't
I
even
got
think I have
Henderson.
picks to dress it up.
Let me see, bro.
I went and swooped on all the fucking running backs that were sitting around. I was like, I'm gonna take all of them and just now I'm gonna play the guy like hopes everyone dies.
Oh yeah, I got Henderson in. I do got Henderson in the Heart to Start. Oh my mama, and I got him in the Ashley the Classic. Huh?
Did you get Hampton and Henderson?
No, I got Henderson and Sampson and Warren. And then I was able to pick up Amore, Fannin, and Watkins off the wire.
Oh shit! I just realized I forgot to fucking go text Jay.
Oh, I got Jalen Noel too.
But that was like way earlier. Now,
Big bro Brett said it's bloody early over here, mine.
Yeah. Hey man, happy bloody morning to you.
Come on now.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Hope you have a great weekend. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Appreciate you starting off your weekend with us.
Come on now, Brent. You's a regular around here, man. We know what time it is with you, man. 100%.
That's right, because it's like, they're already in Saturday over there.
All it takes is one time. Once you pull up for the first time, bro, we not gonna forget y'all, man. So we appreciate you just for pulling back up, man. 100%.
We really appreciate you, Brett, because Brett makes us international, just like
New
Emil
Zealand
does.
on my mama.
Who else? We got bro from
it's like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, we got what's bro? Marco from the Future. He's from Germany.
He from Germany. Oh my mama, man. We everywhere.
We're worldwide.
Yeah, we all over the map, B.
We worldwide.
Come on now, them is facts. Peacock said, no burger for lunch, had Domino's pizza. My daughter had a party at school and brought home a box on my mama.
Oh, let's go.
Hey, Domino's crust is so fucking fire, bro. On my mama.
That Philly pizza is my shit.
You like that go-to, huh?
I like the
Philly. I add bacon and jalapeno.
The Philly cheesesteak pizza's bomb on my
So I don't know if y'all like the combination or we call it combination out here. I forgot the other word for the
cream or something like that over there.
I'll be right back. Damn it.
Yeah, do you think? No, but listen, that combination is classic over there. And I was new to Domino's. It wasn't until it was one of the homegirls' weddings. My girl was in the wedding, but like it was one of those. It's after the wedding. You know, when you go to weddings, you don't really eat shit at a wedding. Yeah. You know what I mean? You got the little hors d'oeuvres. Yeah. You got the goddamn, little dinner, but you're doing power drinking, wedding drinking. And then so like after it was like, man, we need to eat something. And then it was like order Domino's. And I remember like talking shit, man, Domino's is hoot. And that shit came through and I was like, Domino's is smacking. And they would always have them commercials, bro. It'd be like, these $5.99 deals. I'm like, oh shit. And the kids just eat cheese pizza. I'd be like, word. You know what I mean? Boom. 2 mediums for $5.99 and then goddamn get a Philly cheesesteak pizza for me.
Those Philly cheesesteak ones are delicious, especially if you have extra Philly cheesesteak. Oh my god!
See, that's how you got to do it though, because they barely put any. They're kind of shady.
Yeah, I go extra every time.
I'm like, I got a mushroom on this one only, and I'm like, oh, come on.
Yo.
Yeah, I always tell them bacon. I need to start telling them extra steak. You ain't lying. It's that fake steak, I'm sure. So good. Yeah, but Domino's goes crazy, man.
They make some
Domino's.
I thought I heard somebody yelling outside. I had to go check and see what the fuck was going on. False alarm.
I kept tripping earlier. I was watching the monitor. I'm like, I don't see none of the kids running around. I kept hearing some kids screaming. I was like, am I going crazy?
Bro, that's what I thought I heard. I thought Sun was calling me because of the puppies. And he was like, "No, man," and the puppy's asleep, and he just chilling on the phone.
It wasn't just you then.
Man, it was both of us, huh?
Yeah, maybe it was someone outside over here because I do have neighbors with kids, and I be hearing them yelling like through the windows and shit. I'm like, oh shit, that's how we sound. You know what I mean?
Fuck, bro.
When I can hear like someone else's kids yelling like in the house, like from across the street, like, oh shit, they hella hear us. Cause we be some yelling motherfuckers.
Come on now. Hey, only on the GWN, man.
You know what I'm saying? That's just how we talk. You know what I mean? Because everybody's like across the house, just yelling and shit, yelling each other's names or like calling on the phone. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. I had the homie. He grew up. He was kind of balling. You know what I mean? But at their house, they had the little intercom things, and I was like, whoa, that's hella dope and incredibly lazy.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Just like Lee said it like he knew. He's like, oh, I got that.
Yeah, Lee had one before. That's why.
I did.
I knew you did.
Hey.
Why are you saying that?
Hey, Ma, cookies.
Ah.
Like the homie, you know, we were like in elementary school, and I was like, oh,
I
that's
was the
dope.
other. I was a lazy motherfucker.
Hey, Lee had a Jeffrey.
He had a Jeffrey.
Jeffrey from Fresh Prince.
I won't lie.
Yes,
He had a
Master
brother.
Lee.
I used that.
Master Lee.
Master Lee.
You know what? You know what someone did, right? It pissed me off, right? Is they always knew I do that, right? They end up taping the fucking microphone, right? So you couldn't talk into it. So motherfucker, I'm talking into it. What the fuck? No one can hear me.
That's cold. Oh, they tape it down
Tape?
because it's like a walkie-talkie.
He thought they was
Together
ignoring him.
talk, push it, holding the button.
And I'm like, what's going on?
The
She's
old
like,
school
well,
intercoms.
I'm not your slave. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? She's like, I'm sick and tired of being.
Hey, you thought they was ignoring your ass.
It was
He was
taped
just tired
on
of
the
his
fucking
demands.
mic.
Before the intercom, Lee had the bell. He pulls the thing and rings the bell in the room.
Like when you sick.
Ring
Remember
that
all the
bell.
little kid TV shows and the kid be
But
sick and
ain't
then you
right,
ring the
it's a
bell?
You got the bell. Ding, ding,
But back
ding,
then it was a
ding, ding,
long
ding.
walk from one side of the house.
You just hear that bell. You're like, God damn it.
Oh my mama.
I'm going to ring his bell.
Ring my bell.
Ring my bell.
You know that song. That's right. I see you.
Yeah. Hey, Lee was in a disco.
Come on now.
Yeah.
He was in a disco tearing it up, huh? You can ring my bell. Ding, 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 ding. Talking about. I can see Lee in a disco. Oh, or with the skates on. Lee's killing it on the skates, huh?
Oh,
In the disco with the skates on.
Don't put anything on my feet. I suck when it comes to wheels.
Man,
on my
the skating ring used to be the shit when I was a
man.
kid.
Oh.
Man, I sucked so bad. I would go and just play arcades though, so it was the shit still for me. But like, I used to be like, the homies be out there with all the bitches and shit.
Any kind of skate.
And I'm like, I suck at skating. I'm like, go outside. I'm on a skateboard.
I'm not that.
I can make it around the rink. I just can't skate backwards.
No,
See, I couldn't do nothing.
I can't do that.
I can get
I'm
around the
motherfucker,
rink
I'm
good.
holding rails and
Oh
shit.
my mama. I used to have
Holding
fun at that bitch. Oh my mama.
Ding, 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 ding.
And see, I wasn't living in Sacramento when the skating ring was popping. So when I would come down for the weekends or for breaks or for summer and shit, I couldn't wait till Big Cuzzo said, man, Friday, man, we going to the skating ring, Cal Skate. Oh my mom, right off of Mac Road, bro. Not too far from Mac Road.
Okay.
Everything. That was our spot.
When we had first moved here, right?
You got one right by your house.
What's up?
You got a skating ring right by your house.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. So we went to the skating rink, and I remember I was on the woo wop, you know what I mean? Just like you know, they fucking
We've been going to that motherfucker since we was
on the
kids.
Instagram. And
Oh
then
my
Kev
mama,
was
we've been going there
"Oh,
since we was
shit, man,
kids.
hella memories over there.
Oh my
'Cause I
mama, we
forgot
been
Kev, Kev grew up over here, you know what I mean?
facts.
Yeah,
We've
that
been
shit
going
was
to that
popping. I
bitch
was
for a
like,
long
okay, this is-
time.
You know what I mean? I could tell some of the arcades do go back. I'm like, oh, this is probably still the same too. A lot of this from back.
Oh
in
my
the day.
mama. So you know Metro that's in the SBI?
Yep.
Look, that's our cousin, right? So his nephew birthday party about 5 years ago was at that motherfucking skating ring. Maybe
Yeah.
6
wow.
years ago at the most. On everything.
Yeah, it was popping in there.
Yeah, that motherfucker be going
and it was
down.
cool with me just walking on the thing, holding the kids' hands while they, you know, because I had the two little ones, you know.
Yep, they be having the little bars for them to hold while they can go around the little
Yeah.
the joint. Oh my mama.
Yeah, because Mimi was courageous, and then Trey, he picked it up pretty cool. And then like my two oldest, they can skate legit. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's federal.
They get it from their moms.
That's what. Oh, she know how to skate too.
Yeah, my lady, she could skate and she could or roller skate and she could rollerblade and shit. That was her.
That's what I'm
that was her
talking
bag.
about. So she know how to skate backwards then.
Yeah, she do all that shit.
Oh, see, man, I've never
Yeah,
been
she's
able to
not
do
a
that shit, bro. But like I said, I can move around that motherfucker the
Then
regular
I
way.
was talking shit, so I legit did put some skates on. Okay, let me see, bro. I got on. All right, never
Hey,
mind.
I'll keep it
I'm not
100
gonna
though. So
hurt
like,
myself
so
bad.
that birthday party that I was talking about, this is when I was still a Ciroc boy, no Diddy. So this was it had to be earlier than 6 years ago, right? So I'm up at that motherfucker off the coconut Ciroc and the
Okay, yeah,
motherfucking
that era.
the red berry Ciroc. That was my go-to. Mixed in motherfuckers, right? So I'm on the floor, I'm making it around perfectly, no problem, right? But I get off the floor talking shit because you know everybody can't skate like that. You know what I mean? A lot of the adults, they not skating. So I'm moving it with the youngsters. But when I get off the floor, I'm talking shit. I land on my ass, but I fracture my elbow. Oh, mama. Facts.
Oh, damn.
I was so tipsy, I went home and went to sleep on a fractured elbow and woke up was like, bro, I can't move my arm.
You guys are gonna laugh at me, and this is totally true. I broke my nose running into a fucking girl.
Into a what?
Into a girl.
Which I was playing tag.
I was fucking about 10 years old. This is with England too. I ran flat fuck into a girl, broke my fucking nose.
Oh,
damn!
I know that had to
You
hurt.
know what I
bro.
told my mother? Was that my first day? Was that my
You was going
first
full speed. Damn, poor thing. What happened to her?
I don't know, but my man, I fractured my nose in six places.
Damn.
Yo.
So
And then
you
what
got the
happened
worst
next
end, I'm
day?
assuming.
My brother ran. This was at a we were at a parochial school, right? So Catholic school, right? The next day, my brother runs into a fucking brick wall and busts his head open. So we were back in the hospital 2 days in a row. My mother was fucking hitting the fucking wall.
Oh, I ran into some before, but I was on a bike. So the apartment complex that we lived in Oakland, it was an elevated complex. So the fucking stalls, there wasn't no garage or nothing like that, but you could just, you know, park your cars under the complex.
Yeah.
So it's like a horseshoe. And so we're racing our bikes around like in a horseshoe to, you know, to do races. And I'm smoking my dude, smoking it. Boom. I turn around and look back and I run into one of the poles that support the fucking the complex. And I do the Superman over the handlebars, bro. Told myself up. Oh my mama. It was
Peacock just said it all right there. Can't wait for the group. Don't quit season.
Yeah.
Grit, don't quit.
Finish the comment.
Oh, yeah.
Start
And there's the
sitting
grit.
by-
Oh, I gotta order me
those
some
are-
grit.
those
Don't
are
quit
fun
gear
shows.
too.
Those
That's
are-
Start
something I
sitter
forgot about
bikes.
in my last batch.
Oh my mama. The
so
grit
That's
don't
when we get the serious interaction. That's those are some good shows.
100%.
Yeah, bruh. Oh, so like we had, you know how like in them apartment complexes, you'll have like excuse me, fucking felt like a bug flew in my nose. Anyways, they have the complexes, they got the goddamn speed bumps everywhere.
Yeah.
So you know, this is during the BMX days, you know, everyone had like dynos and fucking GTs and shit.
GTs.
Yeah,
Oh,
you know
my
what I mean?
mama.
I got my new shit,
The
man. I'm like,
mongoose.
ugh.
Yep.
And see, and you know what was kind of shady is like the moment someone, like one of those days, just to make a long story longer, down the road, someone had stole my shit, and that just put me on the road of stealing people's shit. Like I just felt like I was paying it forward. You know what I mean? Like, as a young punk, you know what I mean? You just see somebody's shit, jump on in.
I love
Boom,
that
gone.
bike. I love
You know
that
what I mean?
bike. My mama
Somebody
got me that
took
for
my shit,
Christmas.
fuck it, got yours. But anyways,
My mama got me that for
this is my
Christmas.
brand
Fuck
new
that.
shit. And so I'm riding into Cuzzo's apartment complex, and then we're just hitting this speed bump and getting real air. You know what I mean? Like we're coming from fucking a mad distance, hitting that speed bump. You know what I mean? And like, you know, we're doing this shit all day. And one of the ones I'm just trying to really all the way. And as soon as I hit that shit, my foot falls off the pedal, slips off the pedal, and I just go flying off the bike. And the bike does a little woo wop, lands on me. That shit had me off. I'm road rashed everywhere.
Yeah.
And it was funny because you know how it is when you're a kid, bro. Like 10, 15 minutes later, we're on
You're back at it
again.
again.
You know what I mean?
Hey JD, did you have pegs on your BMX?
As long as ain't nothing was broken, you're like, all right, fuck it.
Hey, Lee, I never had a BMX, big bro.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I could never have a BMX. I could get a
BMX was the
motherfucking
shit. Throw some
GT.
pegs on that
I had a
motherfucker.
mongoose and I had pegs in the back of mine.
Yeah, hell
Bro, I
yeah.
had a,
I had pegs on the front and the back. Hit the goddamn get on the
Yo,
I
bench.
didn't get a motherfucking
Man, we
GT till I was
shit,
16
trying to do
years
crazy
old.
shit.
But I had the 20-inch GT. It wasn't a little one. Oh my mama, that
Okay, you was
motherfucker was
mobbing.
so fucking federal, bro. Oh my goodness.
That's what's popping right now again, bro.
And then my dad had one of the first aluminum frame rallies, right?
Oh,
10
wow.
speed
Oh, okay.
racing bike. I mean, you can lift that bitch up with your pinky, right?
Yep.
And he told me, he was like, Jared, whatever you do, don't take this bike out.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you know what I do? I
Take
take
it
the
out.
bike out. I
Yeah,
take
get
the
this
bike
son
out.
of a
I'm like
bitch.
15,
Ooh.
14, 16 years old. And so right over here, so where I'm at right now, Bogey done been here. So 5 minutes away, even on the bike, maybe 3 minutes away is where my grandma stayed. But you got to go over the catwalk. We call it a catwalk going
Yep.
over the
It's
freeway.
between the woo
Yep.
You
Yep.
go over the freeway on the overpass, right? Boom.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I'm going up the fucking hill with no problem, shifting and everything. But when they come to going down the hill, I must have hit something wrong, and the whole derailleur came off.
Oh no.
Man, I
Yeah.
shitted bricks for a long motherfucking
Yeah.
time. So look, Bogey. So look, Bogey, where the studio is now, this was a regular ass garage, right? With hella
Yeah.
just like hella shit in this motherfucker. So where the bathroom is, I tucked that motherfucker in there like it was stolen or something. Like he couldn't find it, right? The motherfucker, my dad ended up finding it. It's a while later, though, but I never got in trouble for the motherfucker. Long story short, oh my mom, I fucked that bike up though, bro. Oh, everything.
He was like,
No
bro,
lie.
where's the bike at? Oh, because
Oh,
he didn't want
everything.
to get he didn't want to get that ass tapped because he
I
thought
want
he
to get
broke it.
that. Hey, it wasn't no ass whooping then. It was all physical combat then. Oh my mom.
Is that
Hey,
kid his
no,
cat?
real talk. My dad will always try to express like
Yeah.
this ain't no regular shit right here. Like I remember even my BMX too. He was like, listen, this is you know what I mean. This is not cheap right here.
Come on
Because
now.
you know, like even that when like I said, when I'm hitting that speed bump and I crash, that boom, tearing that bike up already, scratching
Oh,
it
my
up.
mama.
Yeah.
Facts.
Even like when you're a kid, unless you're out there grinding, you're getting your shit from your parents. So I remember my
100%.
first skateboard too. It wasn't a cheap one. I'm right away. Boom. I was already a good skater. So when all my skateboards were given to me before that. So once I got my own one, this shit, I was just tearing it up right away. And my dad didn't understand the concept. Aren't you just supposed to ride it? Nah, you got to grind on the shit. Fuck this shit up.
Come on now.
You got to break it in. But yeah.
Brett said, watch Miami. They could be really bad this year. I think they is too, big bro. Two is
Yeah,
done.
but you know what? It could be friendly for offense because
no,
the
for
defense can
sure.
be that bad.
That's
you know
why
what I mean?
that's why we got all that dump off to Jonnu and the running back, whatever his fucking name is. Please forgive me.
A Chani.
Hey Johnny, there we go.
Or did he say though? He came out and said it's A Chan, right? Or no? Or did he? I forget. He corrected it though.
I forgot what he said.
He was like, "Let my name be spoken correctly through the halls."
My name is my name. Now what? That's Pusha T. I forgot what movie it is, but I'm a big Pusha T fan,
Yeah,
and
man,
that's
shout
on
out
one
to
of his
Pusha T.
albums. My name is my name. 100%. I'm on the clock too.
And Peacock goes, I think I'm going to have my 40th birthday at skating for a skating rink.
Cool.
Hey, I hope I can pull up for that, big bro.
Yeah.
Oh my mama.
Okay, look at this. Okay, duly note that goals somehow have access to private jet by next April.
Come on now.
There it is. Oh, and I talked to my pops more in depth about it, right? So I go, pops, what's up? We taking an RV? Oh yeah, let's go. I said, okay, all right, word. He said, what's the dates? I told him the dates. Okay, good. Text me the dates. So I remember. Okay, all right. Then he calls me right back out there. Oh yeah, I gotta wait for his parts that I ordered first. Okay. I'm like, when's the parts coming in? Should be this month. I'm like, okay, cool. You know what I mean? Because I told him, I was like, if you could assure this within the next month.
Because you know what I'm gonna do? My plan is, since wifey on vacation,
we're RVing it up there.
Yeah, so my wifey on vacation with moms right now. They in Mexico, right? So my plan is, hopefully she ain't watching when she come home. I'm gonna be like, look, won't you and Sansa just fly out there and let me jump on the RV
and then
meet
you
y'all
fly back
out
with
there?
them.
Oh my mama.
You know what I mean? Because that's content. That could be like one of our first 24-hour streams.
Bro, oh man, bro, we gonna kill them. Oh my mama,
we're gonna turn
that into the motherfucking GWN on roll on wheels.
The GWN on
mama.
wheels.
Are we
'Cause
going
I'm
to be
bringing-
doing
I'm
a
bringing
show
all
the
the
day after we
equipment.
get there?
You know, because I could do the podcast from any fucking where. So I'm bringing
Yeah.
all the equipment. That's why I'm not flying.
And then if you fly, even if you were to fly home with wifey and son,
I
could
can't do
bring
it
all
because I got the
back
equipment.
safely, and it would be easier.
Oh
for you to
yeah,
travel.
yep. I could tuck it with you on my mama.
Yeah,
That's
exactly. We're
federal.
gonna be in the
On
RV
my
now.
mama. Nigga,
Yeah,
and you
and-
know, my shoes is a priority on planes. I take them motherfuckers on the carry-on, and my equipment. Like, bro, you can even have my money. You can have my medicine, everything. But when it comes to YouTube things, that cannot get lost. And we've done
those are your
stories
bread
where
and
there have
butter.
been air tags in the bags, and the bags have just still kept going further
Yeah.
and further away.
Don't you take my shit?
Oh my God!
So,
I'm not
JD,
with
those are
that.
your bread and butter.
I'm having a fit.
100%,
I'm getting
Lee.
arrested in there. If they take
I'm
my
bringing
shit.
your-
Like,
hey,
yo,
I'm
where
bringing
is
your
my
shoes
shit
though, Lee.
at right now?
Yeah, trust me, I know there's certain
That's
things
why I
in
do
mine that
carry-ons,
I
to be
can't do
honest.
without.
Like, I don't trust
If
people.
not, I'm like,
Lee.
when we moved,
I don't mind checking in though.
like
I'm
when we
bringing you
moved,
to Junior C house.
I
Junior C
appreciate
house.
that.
I'm bringing them
I've
bitches for you.
stayed
bro.
at Junior Seau's crib, bro.
I remember you saying that.
Yeah.
On my mama.
Because
We didn't know
I
until
swear to
like
God,
2
when we
days
moved,
in,
there
and then
was
it's
certain
crazy because
things
the
I
room
wanted,
that he did it
and
in,
where
that's where my uncle
if I
Jamal
didn't
was staying
have
in.
my-
'Cause there was like 3
the
families in this motherfucker. It was a fucking mansion. You know
I
what
need a favor though, Lee.
Yo.
When you bring them home, I need them back there next to that jersey in the back, because they gonna go perfect with them behind you on the other side.
Oh, the say
And then the Herbert. I need them to go next to the Herbert. Yeah, they gonna
Yeah,
go
I'm,
perfect.
I'm
with them.
actually. I have some floating shelves coming.
Oh my
I'm
mama,
gonna
them
put on
motherfuckers gonna go nasty with them motherfuckers, bro. Everything.
Well, someone's got me a nice big old thing for the podcast room.
Come
I
on
have
now.
to redo the whole room up because I'm gonna put some floating shelves up. It's gonna look nice in here.
I had them shoes for like 10 years, bro, and the bottoms ain't even dirty. On my mama, bro. 100%.
Oh,
Why? When you get them bitches, you're gonna be like, oh, okay. Everything.
And I gotta
Put them bitches right up there.
I gotta go to somebody who was, I think it was my lady, or it might have been my sister. Somebody was there that just told me recently because I mentioned my jerseys, the autographed jerseys I got. And then they're like, oh, they got some jersey frames for the low at Michael's. I was like, oh, word.
I think
wanna
that's
get
where
some
Kev
ones
got
with
the ones for
lights in it
the
too,
for the
though.
podcast from is from Mike, because Kev did all the ones that's hanging up for the weekend wrap up, or when we do the Kev did all that shit.
Okay.
Oh, my
word.
mama. I think that's where he
Yeah,
got the
I need to
bitches
cut-
from.
because
is from
I
Michael's.
I got the signed Montana. Shout out to the Icon fella.
Come on
You
now.
know what I mean? He gave that to me.
Shout
for
out
my
Icon.
And you know what's funny is on last night's show, I go, so I won. What do I win? Right? And he's like, I don't know, sir. I said, well, it's 10. So I go, 10 and a half, though, just in case, you know?
Because
He's
Jimmo
like,
got all the
oh.
Jordans.
Then he goes, oh, I know exactly what I'll give you. I was like,
Jordan-
oh my
hey,
God,
Jimmo
please
is
give
a-
me
so
some Jordans,
Jimmo
bro.
is a
I was like,
Jordan
hey, I was
head.
like, I'm just kidding, man. He's like, no. And I go, but you know, my birthday is 11/30. He's like, oh, I know your birthday. And I'm like, oh, this was because he tried to give me some Jordans last year. And I was like,
He's a
listen,
Jordan
man, I'm
head.
like,
Look,
if you give me
hey.
Jordans, then I gotta give you a tremendous gift.
Ever since I met Jimmo, bro, I've known that he's a Jordan head for sure.
Oh yeah,
100%.
yeah. He be
Matter of
having them
fact.
in the tuck.
So
That's
this
why he was
jersey
like,
that I
oh,
got
10 and a
on.
half? He's like,
So
oh,
this is one
I
of
know
my
exactly
only
what I'm gonna
original
give you. I'm like,
jerseys
oh,
that I
shit,
got,
he
y'all.
really would do it. I'm
So
like,
this motherfucker probably about 15 years old.
Hey JD, I had my friend do this for
Oh my
Peacock. I'm
mama.
bringing it out.
This
Okay.
is one of
Oh,
this
those-
is from like the late 90s, early 2000s. Oh my mama. This is one of my original jerseys that I kept that I ever had, bro.
Hey JD, I had my
Word.
buddy do this for Peacock.
dang, I don't know. I don't have any of my old shit. I
That's
either
federal.
sold them or they're just like I gave them away.
I like that, Lee.
And I'm having you guys have a 49ers one. I'm waiting for it to come in though.
That's hard, bro.
But I
I
need
appreciate
I need
you, Lee.
Bogey. I need your search sizes so I can get them for you guys.
On my mama.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah,
That's
Oh,
federal.
so
Good luck.
large, or
Where's
you
the
a
card?
medium or what?
I'm
I'm a
either
large.
medium or large, just depends.
Okay.
On my mama. I'm a
They're the
large,
same,
bro.
They're the same. I believe they're the same shirts that Peacock uses. That's why I'm on them.
Yeah,
Everything. That's hard.
yeah, like this one right here. This is a medium classic, and like I like it when I want to have a Snuggie Boy one, right?
Yeah.
Because it kind of like Snuggie on me, right? But then the other ones that I want it to be like where I could.
Hey, stand up
wear, like,
again.
super fitted shit. The large is super legit too. man.
Stand up again, big bro. Show the
See,
people.
Bogey in the Matrix. I got one of those.
And then like, and it stretches out pretty cool. And I've watched this one like 9-12 times over already. You know what I mean?
And where you get that shirt from?
Peacockmerch.com.
Merch.com.
100%, man.
That shit is dope. I want to order
That shit's
everything.
slapping harder than a motherfucker, bruh.
Yeah, that promo makes me want to order all of it. I swear to God.
Talk about it, bruh. On my mama. Oh, excuse me. Brett said fake steak. Oh my God.
Yeah, 'cause we
Peacock
was talking
said
about on pizza.
oh my
On,
mama.
the Domino's.
And then Peacock said, I have a pair of rollerblades in my trunk right now. I still go to the roller rink on everything.
Let's go.
I haven't been to one.
That's like a bowler, right? Like when you're a bowler,
100%.
you got your shit in the trunk,
100%, bro. Them is facts.
right?
Shoes and the ball for sure.
Yeah, like my cousins, like even my older cousins that I learned to skate from, they'll still be like when we're at the family parties, they'll bust a skateboard out and just like cruise around and shit. I'm like, oh shit, I need to get one. But then I remember like the last time I got one for my daughter, because my older, she was skating around and she got pretty good. It's funny because when she started taking a couple spills, she stopped skating. I'm like, oh, that's how it is though. You know what I mean?
Ah,
Yeah, and I remember the first time once I got her that skateboard, and then we got her a real one, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like a legit like board. And I'm like, all right, let me see. Boom. And I'm like, I hit a little pop shove it, a little something standard. You know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, I'm feeling a little overzealous. And I just I get going and I try to hit an ollie, something real simple, you know what I mean? And I just swip right off the board already, like, oh, you know what I mean?
that shit hurts.
That shit hurts, bro.
I'll tell you how I broke my wrist. So when I lived in Oakland, and I hope my sis ain't watching because I used to have. Never mind. I can't tell that part of the story. So it was like a fucking like 3.5 foot flower pot, but like the circumference is maybe almost 3 feet, damn near, 36 inches if that's 3 feet. So it's 3 feet high, damn near 3 feet wide, right? But it's a circle flower pot. And so it's me and the fellas out there, and it's a couple of the ladies that live in young ladies that lived in an apartment complex. So we all out there showing off. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm finna show y'all that I can long jump. And I tried to jump over that flower pot. My foot ended up catching part of the flower pot and I land on my wrist. And that motherfucker was sticking out like this, bro, on everything. I had to cast and all. Moms had to shoot me to the Oakland Children's Hospital super ASAP, bro. On my mama, bones sticking out nastier than a motherfucker.
Damn.
On everything, 100%, bro. Cold world. I done broke a few bones in my shit on everything.
When we was in high school, right? So it was already like Jackass was already a thing.
Oh yeah, that's my shit.
Yeah, right. It was, and like, so we had the homie in the hood. He was half black and Italian, bro. And bro, his name was Thomas, and bro was dummy ill on everything, like the bikes, the fucking the skateboards.
He was the X Games. He was the X Games homie.
The X Games guy, right? So we would go we would see him. He would just be and he was a longboarder. So we saw him. He was on his longboard one day, and we're like, "Hey, woo woo!" You know what I'm saying? Because he will always buy little dime bags off us and shit. And right away, he's like, "Oh shit!" You know what I mean? Oh yeah, we do shit. Hop in the car. So he throws the board in the trunk, hops in. We're blowing, but when you're kids, you go. We have different cuts to go blow at. So one of these cuts was like up this mountain. You know what I'm saying? Where like you can kind of see the city and shit. So we're up on this mountain blowing. And then like, first you're winding up the mountain, but then at one point going up, it's like a straight shot. So once we're going down the mountain winding, and now it's that straight shot back into the neighborhood, he's like, pull over, you know what I mean? And he gets out, jumps on the longboard, right? He's holding onto the side and he's like, go.
On the
and
car?
And we're going, and he's like, faster. And so he's punching the gas and he pushes up. And he's just, you know what I mean?
Oh, wow.
Like, we're slowing down a little bit so we could tail him, you know what I mean? And he's just going, bruh, going all the way down this motherfucker. And you know what I'm saying? He makes it all the way down to now we're on flat grounds. And we're like, okay, now this is really interesting because he made it through. We were just betting that he's gonna eat shit and it's gonna be bad, you know what I mean? But he's still going, and he tries to get to the side, right? He's trying to go to the side, like towards the sidewalk, and he just eats shit. I don't know what made him eat shit, but it was fucking tremendous. You know what I mean?
Hey, how fast you think he was going? Hey, how fast you think he was going?
Still continued to smash. It was just like, yo. It might have been the only way he probably just jumped to the sidewalk now that I think about it.
Hey, how fast you think Brett was going? 30, 40,
I mean,
50?
easily, because he was gaining speed. Like even when we started to slow down to trail him, he's just
And bruh had no pads on, no helmet, no nothing. All
had a
eating
backpack
nothing
on.
but road rage. I
He had
mean
a
road
backpack on
rage
and a hoodie.
and a
He
hoodie.
definitely had the hoodie on, but he definitely he was tumbling in a motherfucker. And he got up, he was fucking juiced.
I don't know if anybody in the chat or y'all is familiar with the Grant Hill commercial where Grant Hill drinks Sprite and he got hung on the rim. So in my sophomore year, I could always get up there, but see, I got graham cracker hands as well, like Kenny Pitt. So my hands are smaller than a motherfucker. So I get up there easily, but I couldn't put that bitch in the hole. Pause on everything. So I get up there. Shout out to my dog Monty. Montello, 100%. I love you, bro. 100%. He throw me the oop. We in PE class. I catch that bitch, bam, and I just come back like this, all on the motherfucking gym floor. I'm embarrassed. This in PE. It's in PE. It's nothing but brides. It's PE class, 100%.
Yeah, PE is popping.
So I had to shake it off like ain't nothing happened. But I'm in that motherfucker hurting like a motherfucker, bro. No lie. Hey, and my dog Montella, he'll remember that story 100% on my mama, for real.
Hey, we used to when we used to play remember in PE, you would learn, they would teach you sports. So when we were doing the basketball, little woo wop, and then you have your little, and you had little mini tournaments, right?
100%.
On
all small courts. It was a small court.
Gym, so they have courts everywhere.
The small courts, and then you got the long court. Oh, my mother.
Right. So look, check this out. So like we used to, and rest in peace to my man DJ. Right, there's another cat. He was half black.
Rest in peace, DJ.
A police officer at one point, and I think he died on the job. Oh no, it might have been alcohol. I forget how he died, but rest in peace. Anyways,
rest in peace to DJ.
So he was hella tall though, right? But he was tall for nothing. Like he was like, you know what I mean? Like he couldn't ball. So, but anyways, I'd be like, DJ, hit the secret weapon, and he would bust out the folding chair. And then we would just run down the court, and jump off the folding chair and try to fucking dunk. Shit was legit though.
Oh, my mama.
And then he'd be like, he'd be blowing the whistle. What the fuck are you guys doing? DJ, just hit the secret weapon.
I'm trying to get hurt. Because that chair is slide out from up under your motherfucking ass.
Yeah, exactly.
It was them all metal wrestling chairs for real.
For real. Give it's fact.
Hey, you remember Soaps?
Who?
It was the shoes with the plates on it, and then fools could grind on shit. But anyways, these joints were badass, but like they came and went. But when I was a freshman, it was like when it was first popping, and like I remember I used to tell the homie, "Hey, bro, let me try them." You know what I mean? That's just how it was when you're kids. So boom, swap shoes real quick, just like, and then boom, we're all taking turns hitting the pole. Right, the little rail, and like this shit was smooth because like once you hit, you're like, it was something gratifying about grinding on things. You know what I mean? Pause. Anyways, I mean until you
nothing wrong.
Yeah, until you slip off and hit it all shin on the pole on the way down, and I still have the dent in my shin. Like it didn't break my shit or fracture it, but it's like forever. There's this indentation right there.
Yeah, we all have those. I got those from my BMX bikes when I was younger. I got like dents in my shins.
Yeah,
Big bro said he had a mongoose. Yeah. Oh my mama, the gooseneck was.
And I hated my pedals.
Hey, them mongooses was not cheap either.
Oh my mama,
the dinos,
and the pedals were like spikes, and my shins took beating.
Oh, that's nasty.
That yellow mongoose.
I think I had a red and black one, and out of my front,
them things was like feathers.
100%.
And you know what happened? Mine got stolen. My
flying in those things. Yeah, where I'm from, we have creeks everywhere, and there was like this giant creek. And over the years, like sometime in the 80s or the 90s, because it was already there when I was a kid, somebody built these big old dirt ramps, and they called it the teacups. And there was like ramp after ramp.
Oh, you said they tore them down. Remember we was talking about the BART system coming through there. They tearing that shit down.
Yeah, they're tearing all the shit down.
Yeah,
but
you
see,
told
what's
me
crazy
about
is
that.
like once we got into like the 2006 and 7 era, now the homeless, because all the foreclosed houses in there, now the homeless has exploded. And like, so they created like villages in there. And then I think it was your brother that was telling me a couple years ago they barely cleared that shit out. But because it's because of they're getting
When we was talking about it, he popped up in the chat that day.
yeah, exactly.
Oh,
But
my
see
mama.
that the teacups was the shit because he even knew what I was talking about. Because that's where everyone would ride their bikes. And then like also that was where everyone would go paintballing. Like just the hood paintball shit. Where it was like, and that was where motherfuckers used to freeze the paintballs and come out. And so I was like, yo, you go out in the morning, the motherfuckers, they got the fresh frozen paintballs. They go peg your ass.
Light
And,
your ass.
yeah, and
up.
fools would just be dickheads. They just shoot fools that are biking on, you know what I mean? But that was just our childhood.
Right.
Be a mix.
I used to have a cool bike. It was all right for a little while, and then I got the
They always say that's the allegedly in the hood. That's the best way to get away with a woo wop, bro, is on the bike. Allegedly.
Brandon saying that some owners are trying to argue about the division winners, like the record will receive the playoffs or something.
It didn't fly. It didn't get voted. Didn't pass it though.
So they're trying to add more teams?
No, they're trying to do it by like record wise. So they,
yeah, like
Detroit could have got it. What?
I think that's one of those ones that has to be unanimous too, though, right?
It had to be
Yeah,
a
like let's say
certain.
it's a shitty division and they automatically win. Like the team is 6 and 8 or I don't know, whatever the fuck, right? But they still get into the playoffs because they're the division winner. Those guys shouldn't get like the home game. You know what I mean? Like their record.
Oh, that's what they're saying. Okay.
That they're the
No, but
wild
that's just the name of the game.
That's where I was gonna go with it, big bro. And usually it's like the fucking the NFC South in fucking well, y'all won. How many games y'all win, Peacock?
They're double digit. They're double digit
10-11.
wins.
See, there it is there. So it's really just the NFC South because I don't think the Buccaneers won 10
And
games.
for the
last
longest,
year.
like going back to the Manning days.
Well, Brandon's saying the
NFC
Vikings are the ones that are whining. So maybe it's because those teams are winning a lot of games.
Oh, they were, yeah,
Well, they
because
won
they were,
14, so they won 14 games last year, but they didn't win the game against the motherfucking Lions. So they better stop crying at the last game of the regular season. Fuck that.
Yeah, and it's like if they had taken care of business, they wouldn't have been in that position. Where even the Lions, the fact that it was a division rival week 18, and with everything on the line, they had to play all their starters too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if they didn't drop a game before that, they wouldn't have that game wouldn't even matter. And because of the expansion of the 7th seed and all that shit, it makes that more exciting type of
Come on
football, at the end of the year.
Yeah, that's that bullshit. Crying.
bullshit.
Yeah,
Talk
hey, they
about it.
definitely carried that into playing the Rams, who are a seasoned team when it comes to playoff appearances. They went there and mopped them real quick. It was Sam Darnold.
I mean, fucking Daniel Jones playoff win against is the Vikings. It's like, bro, you motherfuckers don't show up when it's time to go to work, bro.
You know what's crazy too? They had one of the top 5 easiest schedules that year too. That first year with O'Connell, and then they lose to Danny Dumbass in the play. That's also a Kirk Cousins thing too, right? It's like Kirk Cousins isn't he doesn't show up for the big games. That's his career.
Cursed.
Barely shows up, barely has opportunities at big games too. I think he had one playoff appearance with the then Redskins, and then twice with the Vikings. The first time he actually beat the Saints, which was kind of a heartbreaker too, because it wasn't too much longer. It was only like it was still fresh off not too fresh off the Minnesota Miracle. So here they beat them in overtime too. And that was
that Stephon Diggs that caught that?
Yeah.
It was Stephon Diggs who caught the Minnesota Miracle. Yeah, but then 2 years later, in 2020, I think it was. So it was 3 years. 3 years later in 2020, they lost to the Vikings again. And it was who was that tight end? Damn, he caught the touchdown in overtime to win it.
What year?
From Kirk Cousins. I remember he was a Guccini special too back in those days, like a super duper late round dart throw tight end. Tyler something.
Is it tight end?
Yeah, it was a tight end that at that point for the Vikings.
Vikings?
He was a young. Yeah, it's not important.
Damn. I can't think right now. I'm burnt out.
Yeah, me too. I usually know nonsense like that right off the top of my head. I'm trying. That's gonna drive me crazy. He floated around. Was it Conklin? It might have been Conklin.
Maybe time.
It might have been Tyler Conklin.
What year was it?
This is the 2020 playoff, the 2020 season playoffs. Or it might have been the 2019 playoffs. There you go. 2019 playoffs. This dude, he
Conklin's
yeah.
only played for the Jets and the Chargers. So
I don't think it was
on the
Tyler
Chargers?
Conklin now.
No, he's played. Yeah, he played. Yeah,
He's with the Chargers now.
he played for the Jets from 2022 for 3 years, and then he was the Chargers last year.
Conklin was?
No, he's with the Chargers
now.
this year.
He just signed with the Chargers. Sorry.
Yeah, he was with the Jets last year.
I
And the
was
year
like,
prior.
damn, I don't remember him for the Chargers.
Yeah, it was Walt Disney.
Walt Disney last year.
Yeah.
Was it Tyler?
Oh,
Eifert?
Rudolph. Yeah.
There it is.
Rudolph.
It was Rudolph. Thank
Notre
you.
Dame great.
Yeah. See, that was the Guccini special back in there, right?
Who was
Come
it?
on now.
It was Kyle Rudolph that caught it.
Oh,
So it
no.
wasn't Tyler, it was Kyle. Yeah, he caught it in the goddamn overtime. And that was when just like it continued the Saints curse. Like, oh great, now Drew Brees got eliminated by Kirk Cousins. Because they just could not get over the hump again, man.
Danielle Hunter, 14 and a half sacks that year.
Danielle Hunter, dang.
My mama. Everson Griffin, 8 sacks. Xavier Rhodes,
yeah,
shut down corner. I remember Xavier Rhodes, OG Eric Kendricks.
Yeah,
I seen the
Xavier Rhodes
Peacock.
was nasty.
On my mama, yeah, they had a squad. I ain't got my glasses on, but I can see some of that shit though, bro. Oh, good looking. Hey, y'all make sure y'all show the drummer some motherfucking love,
man,
man.
shout out
He's
to Peacock.
cold dude, bro. Oh my mama.
Yeah,
It just be
was produced.
simple shit, bro. Every
He's
time.
right. I just put it right in front of y'all face.
100%.
Abdullah was on this roster.
Amira Abdullah.
I know I'm over here trying to roll this fucking joint for 10 minutes. I'm like, what am
Yeah,
I?
I'm busting down. I'm busting down some doobies right now. Oh my mama.
I know I'm ready to
I'm
love.
finna go get on this grill. I'm finna go slide up to Costco and go get one of them motherfucking tri-tips. Go get
Yeah,
on
and
this
then,
grill.
Yeah, I'm like,
Hey, we might need to get a touchdown too, JD.
Come on now.
Y'all ready to check
Everything.
that?
Ooh,
What's that,
tri-tip
Pika?
sound phenomenal.
Yeah,
Pause.
I'm finna throw one of them joints on the grill. It's grandma's birthday today. So
Oh,
man,
Oh, word, man.
birthday,
Happy birthday to Grams.
I appreciate
Yeah.
you, big bro, and my mama.
On that note, on that note, we'll wrap it up, man. I hope
Come on
everybody
now.
had a great week.
Yeah.
It's been a Friday show. Feels good. It's slow at work for me today, so sweet, man. I'm just gonna chill out for a while longer then.
Hell yeah, man.
Get out early.
That's dope. Chill and get paid is the
Yeah.
Come on now, on my mama on a Friday.
Almost
my
Saturday.
three
I gotta be here
compadres,
anyway.
you guys and your families enjoy your wonderful weekend.
You
Yes,
too,
sir.
big
Yes,
bro.
sir. I'm going to a pool party later, so we'll see what's up. I need to get
Oh
out.
wow.
Yeah.
Get the
Hey,
fuck
you
out
live
of
in
I
here.
Texas,
totally
that's
want to
fucking
be the
heaven.
guy that puts the glob on his nose now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't want to get sunburned.
Yeah.
Hey,
exactly.
have you guys seen the Uber Eats commercial with the guy from Superbad, the
Yeah, I
skinny
have.
dude,
Yes.
the skinny dude, and he's like, I don't want to go swimming because you know what I mean, woo, and he just orders a whole bunch of food so he ain't got to go in the pool. So everything. I forgot
Yeah.
Brad's name.
That sounds good right now. Food.
Yeah,
on now.
I'm full. I feel like taking a nap.
Yeah. All you got to do is eat, and then you're 10 minutes later you're asleep.
What kind of Domino's pizza was it?
It was just regular pepperoni, and then there was some cheese for the kids, but then there was like some
Hey,
cupcakes.
man.
So I had a cupcake.
Classic pepperoni.
Oh, that's
Yeah, and then I
going
had like
in.
a classic like Coca-Cola. It was like, oh, I haven't had
Ooh.
soda in a long time. So
Was it in a can?
Yeah, it was in the can.
Oh,
You know what I've been seeing lately at
because
Costco?
they're different in the can.
Dude, it was
They
like,
got
it
the,
was like an elementary school party. You know, I had the pizza, I had the cupcake, I had the Coke in a can.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, at Costco they got the import Coca-Cola, Sprite, and
Yeah, in the glass blue
Fanta
box.
and the
Oh,
glass
yeah.
blue wops,
Like in
the
Mexico.
imported ones.
Yeah, that's what, I need to get my garage. I need to get my garage fridge going.
Oh
So
my
I can
mind.
store
And,
shit. 'Cause
and
Mine
you know what?
busted up on me. I had to get rid of it.
And Costco been having the video games, the arcade things as of lately, and that shit been pissing me off because I ain't had no chalupa that put one in the studio.
You ain't lying.
Oh my mama, that
I
shit
stopped
looks
and looked
so
at one of those
fucking
the other day.
federal, bro.
Oh,
It's
we was there
pissing me
yesterday.
off.
So,
we
like,
was,
if
we
you
was
ever
at
get
the
one of
motherfucker
those,
yesterday. Hey, listen, I'll find any excuse to go to Costco to get that pizza too.
if you ever get one of those mini ones, I can get like the emulators like booted up, and I can go in there and re-rig it for you, or send you instructions on how to do shit like that yourself.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I have all the fucking games. Like,
Well, yeah, when we were in Vegas, the first time I met Peacock, he had all the games on him, bro.
I brought it with me.
He did.
Oh, I remember
he
seeing
Mama,
the
that's
all
fucking
games.
here.
federal, bro.
He had it in his backpack.
Or I'll show you like
Hey.
when you're on Amazon where you can order like some legit ones for like $150. You'll get like 1,000 games, and you can program it to any kind of USB controller or even Bluetooth or however you want to. You know, there's
Oh, my
you
mama.
can customize it a bunch of different ways, right? So it just depends.
That's federal,
Yeah, 'cause
bro.
he did
At
have
the
some
fucking
legit
one of the
controllers.
donut shops that I went to, I forgot exactly what games it had on there, but at the donut shop, man, they had one that stood maybe about 5 feet tall. I forgot what the width was, but it had a few games on. That motherfucker was federal as fuck, but you know, I just didn't have no dough at the time on my mouth.
I think I'm gonna be on the way there to Vegas. I'm gonna be reading the fantasy football magazines, doing all my homework.
I ain't mad at you. Better do your home. Hey, hey, that's
Hey,
why we doing the shows right now. We doing our homework.
I do, but yeah, but when I'm on the flight, I need to get my homework. Shit,
We
Nate.
doing our homework right now.
Right
Okay.
here,
Oh,
see,
so
this is like what I have, JD.
Lee, I think we're going to be at a disadvantage reading those.
It's a Raspberry Pi, and it has like this 128 gig card or whatever, but some of them come preloaded with games already. Like this one's preloaded, see, and it'll tell you like once you click on it and go into like detail or whatever, and then you just plug them into HDMI. They're ready to go. If you have controllers, you can program your controllers. You have a keyboard or a computer, you can plug it into your keyboard computer, and then like add games, fix the files, and all that stuff before you launch it on your TV. And then like you can go all the way down to the base and like start from ordering little things and putting it all together. But you're better off just buying a kit. It's maybe like $150.
I was just about to say that.
That's
My boy, his girl.
And then if you have trouble, you can go on YouTube, and there's like little videos that where you can modify shit and fix it. Like if you're for some reason the sound's not following through because it depends on your monitor, you just have to change some settings and then it'll restart it.
Oh, word.
And it's so much classic shit out there. You wouldn't even be able to play all that shit. Oh, everything.
Yeah,
Trust me,
And it's gonna be
I
hard to
always just play
remember.
Street Fighter.
I have it going in my office when I'm streaming, right? And you guys see me like I'll just turn around and I'm just like scrolling through the games, and I never even decide like which game I'm gonna play. And then I finally play one, and I'm like, "Fuck, this shit's super hard." Like I was playing Battletoads the other day or something.
Oh, yeah. There's like 100 levels in that motherfucker, too.
Yeah, I was like, then after a while, you're like, "All right, I'll play something else," and so you just kind of go through it. But when you were a kid, you didn't have an option. You were playing that shit
100%.
like
It cost too motherfucking much.
or you had 3 days to beat it and then return it to the video store or whatever.
Oh yeah, like Blockbuster,
Right.
you only had 3 days.
Exactly. So it's totally different type of thing. Now when it's just there at your disposal, it's just there, it's sitting there. And then I have the joysticks or whatever with like the buttons, and then I have controllers also. So
Hey, Battletoad was the shit.
the problem
one
with
you
my
control
deal right
on
now
the screen,
is
right?
the problem with my deal is I've plugged in too many and programmed too many different controllers that like sometimes when I plug some in, they're all backwards or wonky or the buttons are all fucked up. So I had to
Hey, well, that should save your progress.
yeah, it does. It does. It'll save stuff. You can
Oh,
definitely-
wow.
You can definitely plug it into like your computer, like I said, with a keyboard and save a lot of settings. And
Oh,
Yeah, like I was on mushrooms and I was watching Spencer and Peacock play Altered Beast.
oh yeah, altered
And I
beats,
was
yeah.
like, oh shit, Spencer, this game was out before you were even born. Bro. You know what I mean? Because he ain't never played it before. And he was like, oh, this is kind of cool.
yeah.
I was like,
Spencer
oh
doesn't have to
shit.
play
this is
video games.
trippy. I remember playing that game when I was like 7.
You know, it's Altered Beasts. Yeah, it was a good time there.
Power up.
True. The Sega one works the best on that emulator. So it has. Hey, afternoon, Chase. Check it in.
Hey, Chase.
About
How
to
you
close
doing?
it. About to close it down,
bro?
For three hours, almost 20 minutes.
Yeah,
we're
man.
rocking. You know what I mean? Everybody have a safe and a wonderful weekend. You know what I mean? Definitely be tapping in with y'all. Just stay locked in. You know what I mean? Wherever you're subbed up, we appreciate y'all.
Do we got
You
to
know
know
what I'm
Jay and the
saying?
blunt for breakfast
man, you know
tomorrow?
that Neon Peacock merch. I think we got to hit that thing one more again.
We
100%.
definitely will. Yeah, we'll just keep a lookout. We'll see if you'll get the notification if we have some morning shows over the weekend. And otherwise, y'all take it easy. Appreciate everybody for rocking with us. Check out the new promo video, and we'll catch you on the next show. Have a good, safe weekend, everybody.
Oh no.
Peace.
Eureka.